usually for years I would post something around New Year around this time, and it always had to do with the women because I see so many women, so many of my friends are female, and all of them are so amazing. Some of the most dynamic women on the planet. Believe me what I tell you. And what's up, everybody? DVS coming to you on another DVS Friday right here in the Champagne Room at gsradionork.com. Shout out to everybody who is watching us live on Facebook. You can check us out. Just go to my page, DVS, the letters, literally DVS Ahmad, IMAAD, or you can check out Tanya Champagne. And tonight we have a very special guest. What's up to also Julie Helvey, Guy, and DJ Guy Dawson, my dudes. Thank you guys for watching. Everybody who is checking in on Facebook, much love and appreciation. Right now, don't forget to share the video. That's what I wanted to say to y'all. Don't forget to share the video. And the call-in number tonight, 973-900-6453. Again, 973-900-6453 is the number to call and join the conversation that we're going to have tonight. And as I was saying, everybody on Facebook, prior to going live on the website on GS Radio North, this is a season of giving for many people for many reasons. Some people just, believe that they want to, it's the end of the year. They get introspective and reflective, and, it's time to help those who are in need. For other people, it's religious reasons. Whatever your reasons are, the giving is appreciated. And my guest here tonight is somebody who is involved heavily in giving back in this season. And she's going to talk about what we're going to be doing this Sunday. Okay, so can we have a welcome for Miss Barbara Tucker?
Hey. Wow, there's about 1,000 people clapping this thing. Wow. People cool. Thank you.
Awesome. How are you?
I am well. Every day is a new mercy, is a new grace, and a new blessing.
Nice. Now, again, you're here to talk about the Book Bank.
The Book Bank Foundation.
Okay,
yes.
so again, first tell us what it is so that people
the Book
can
Bank
get familiar
is
with
under
it.
the direction of Dr. Glenn Toby, a.k.a. Sweetie D, and many would know him from the Garage Classic anthem, Mafumbe Wa. So, yeah, you're going to meet him. You're going to meet him on Sunday, and he is an amazing vessel of God. Now, this is the 20-year anniversary of the book bank, and he believes in going around to homeless shelters, blessing families and children with books. So that's why it's called the Book Bank Foundation. But of course, through the years, it has been expanded of coats and clothing, toiletries, because we never think of homeless women needing funds. We don't think of, oh, well, they need that. Where do they go, or what do they do when that, and it's interesting because a man thought of that. Glenn, you thought of that. But so we go from shelters with just teenagers. We go to shelters that are women only. We go to shelters with recovering addicts to bring not only these blessed gifts that many of you are blessing us with, people out there are blessing us with, but also with messages, with songs, with inspiration and testimonies. Yes.
Okay. When did you get involved? How did you come to get involved in this?
Let's put it like this. He would tell me all the time, and I was always out the country. But last year, I was here, and from now on, I am there. So I let agents know, don't book me around that time, the second week in December. And it's a good time for artists or DJs to join along, because we don't usually start our work until maybe third week. Going out, like I'll be going out the third week, and I'll be gone from then until January 25th. I'll be back in the U.S. So you must, because it could be anybody.
Absolutely.
Some of us are, come on now, artists, we live check to check, from gig to gig. DJs too, those of us who put our whole self in the business, this is what it is. So we don't know if one day Trump does something stupid and we can't travel, and a lot of our, you see your brethren, they're always overseas and they're always working overseas. So what happens if all of a sudden that passport privilege is chopped?
Right.
We could be homeless, and it's not a bad thing to be homeless. We just got to gather things together. Maybe or what have you. But God forbid if any of us fall prey to that. But anybody, it can happen. So I make it my business, because I know even Christ the Savior came so that the oppressed could be free. And who am I to act like, oh, they homeless, and look at them, and they don't have no shoes, or they don't have, who am I to say that? I always say that could be me. When my mom 3 years ago was in a nursing home, and I saw even the treatment and what was going on, it made me more to go out. Let me see these women who might have dementia or schizo or depression. So when we go to the women's shelter, man, we talk to them, we love them, we embrace them. It could be anybody. And that should be your first mandate of life. Humanity and community.
Yes, human service.
Yeah.
With the, how would people now, I'm sorry, for those of you who are watching, the flyer is on my page. Good evening. The flyer is on my page so you can see it. But for those who may not, who are just watching or whatever, how do they get connected with this?
Well, if they want to give, and what happens at this point, because we're going out Sunday, but I also realize we have a warehouse. And I'm like, this is cool. We have a warehouse. So any clothing that they want to donate, one of our New York chapter guy is D'Anthony Johnson, and he is on Facebook, D-Anthony Johnson, with no T, Johnson. And you can always reach out to him for donations if you want to do monetary donations. And what we can do, if somebody PayPal'd us and gave us, $30, I'd run, or one of us would run to maybe the 99-cent store, get some scarves, get some toothpaste, some brushes, some toiletry. We would give something. Winter is here. Some gloves. There's always something. If somebody gave me a $2.99 hat with a pom-pom on it, I would be like, thank you, because I love those hats. Yeah. You see my hat right here? I love those hats. I'm great. I would be grateful. So, there's nothing too small, but you're welcome. It's not too late to give.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there will be more opportunities, but this is one that I'll be participating in this Sunday.
This is the beginning, because I know you'll be here next year and next year too.
Absolutely,
I know it. Once it's like you get the bug for doing it. We travel through the cities, and we're on a bus together, eating together, and just talking about, why are you here? Not the person who's homeless. Why are you, the giver? Why are you here? So we get to open up. And last year, there was a lot of tears on the bus, because these givers, we all had a story. We all had a testimony. There was some on the bus that they were homeless. Some who work for homeless shelters, I didn't know. There's some singers, some artists, some hard times. And I'm like, wow. You just never think the person sitting next to you had gone through also. And so their heart is so in agreement or understanding where those people are, that they're like, I know what they're going through. I got to be there to help.
What other charities are you involved in, or is dear to your heart?
This one is dear to my heart, and I do we call it the House for the Homeless Choir. And what that is, again, like last year, we go around singing. Whoever knocks on our door, whether it's a festival, a church, we'll come together. Even though there were 30 of us that sang together, and we had about 25 remixes, including one from, of course, Spin and Frankie Knuckles. Whoever's around, they go and they'll sing the songs. The song was created to bring awareness and help raise money and attend to a woman's homeless shelter. There was one in particular for women who were suicidal, depression, schizo, and just in a bad way. And sometimes people don't know. What's going on.
That.
Oh, I could dip it.
Yeah.
I could dip it more. Okay, okay. And those things are dear to my heart. Seniors are dear to my heart. Women are dear to my heart. Children are dear to my heart. I'm on a prayer line every night at 12 midnight. If I'm overseas, I set my clock to 5 minutes to 6 a.m. and I attend to that, because things my heart, even your heart, that, oh boy, they're homeless. Oh boy, Libya, slavery, really? And so you are joining with there's about 200 of us on the line just in agreeing, because as people of God, we have the power to decree and declare, not say, God, can you help us? No, I decree freedom, because God gave you the power to say that. And as you say and believe it, these curses and these demonic forces and these issues, God is working it out in our favor. So I stand in the gap for those who can't, that I know, whether it be family, whether it be friends. I'm passing somebody in the street for relationships, standing for mother and daughter relationships, father and son relationships. Somebody got to do it. And these things, I have no children, but anyone that comes into my cipher, I embrace them as someone that I can hold up. In God's eyes. I can't stop praying. I can't stop.
Now, the reason I was laughing a moment ago was last night we were at Cielo. And
oh, no, Wednesday night.
I'm sorry. Yeah. My days, remember I did that same thing when I was texting you.
Wow.
My days are off. But we were in Cielo the Wednesday night, and, Barbara wanted to leave with me. So I'm walking around and I'm looking for her. So I asked Cassie, I'm like, have you seen Barbara? She said something about going to pray. So I think she left. So I was like, oh, okay. So, me and Nunu, we got in the car, we left. Next thing you know, our phones are going off. Cassie was texting, Barbara's here. We're already, we walked already to the car. We're about to pull off. Got there just in time. He stopped us just in time. She had gone off to a quiet little place
in the bathroom, the
pray.
Last stall to join into the prayer. Yeah. Because even if it's not for me, someone needs it. And I have to stand in proxy for people. My stepfather, even my thing is, he's going through lung cancer right now, but he doesn't know I know. He doesn't want anybody to know And my thing is, my prayer, Father God, I'm decreeing and declaring expression and freedom and comfort in my sight, so that he wants to confide in me. But in the meantime, I'm in the gap for his healing. What can I do? So I don't want a day to go by without that. I have friends who are addicts. I'm staying against the wall with that, because that's a disease, and it's now again, I've never experienced that, but everything to me, there's a foundation. There's something behind it. We don't always do something because it's good for us,
right?
But we can be escaping from something, and I'm around people who are sponsors, so I hear the talk and I hear and I don't run from situations. I'm like, well, how can we?
Right.
How can we? And God doesn't want us to be about I. One sentence I hate, I'm doing me. I can't stand when people say that. It's such a selfish, self-centered statement. And I don't care if you think nobody's supporting you. Don't worry about your motive of what you're getting back out of this. I'm reminded when the people tried to build a wall, build up to reach heaven, because the scripture said when they think as one, there's so many things that they can do together, So when we come together as us, everything's possible. And even onto the left side, when other cultures, because I told them I don't like to say races, because there's only one race. So I'll say when other cultures come to divide us, because they know that we are powerful one, and that's the thing. And they try to make you think that we're not together. Like they'll say black on black crime, well, white on black crime, pink on black crime. Everybody's criming on everybody. It ain't just one people. You're just showing that one person, but blue on black crime. How's that one? But anyway, I think we got to, when you have the chance, when you have the opportunity, if you see a post and somebody's saying we need donation for the homeless, or a church is saying we're looking for coats, we didn't say come on and let's baptize you. Go get a coat. Go help somebody, because it could be you. Let's see your heart. Put down your DJ equipment, put down the mic, and stop saying support me, buy my record, come to my party, and think about what you as a person of artistry even can do in a communal way. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, you dropped the bomb.
Hey,
That's
all right. All right. And I'm thinking all these parties, you're doing Christmas parties. I have yet to see one of the tri-state area Christmas parties say, okay, we're doing a Christmas party and we're doing it. Everyone, check this out. It's $20 at the door, but if you're doing a coat, then it'll only be $10. Bam, let's get some ideas. Let's be community. Even through parties, you can be communal.
Yeah. Now, let me say this. There are a couple. I know Elevation is
and
doing
Humble
a toy
Beginnings.
drive, and Humble. I was
Humble,
just getting ready
that's
to get
right.
it. You know how
but
we do.
Yes, I do.
Shout out to my Humble family.
Shout out, love,
Yes.
and embracement and respect, because that's right. Because I notice you all always do that. But these major parties, and come on, we can do better.
Absolutely.
I'm standing in the gap. We can do better. You didn't put them shoes on the last 2 years. That coat that you got in the closet, you didn't wear it. Come on, make room. Because even through the energy of that, when you clear out your closet and that space, it opens up for the newness.
That's right.
Stop cluttering your place with that, talking about I got this. I know I had the leather on that, but I've been wearing that leather. I had it since 94, but I'm wearing it. I haven't bought a new in really so long, and I'm Father God, I don't really need a coat because I have coats. I don't, because it just came out. I don't have to buy it. Oh, I can admire it. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't have to buy it. I have a coat. I have a couple of coats. You got.
Now, speaking of giving, I need to give a shout out to Tariq Best and FP Youth Outcry, the Hub. I need to say congratulations to you guys. I just found out that they were awarded a federal grant to do some work right here in the city of Newark. Now, I want to say this to all of the people who are watching and the people who follow me on Facebook and social media. A couple of weeks ago, I put up a post and I was asking people to the parties or, the people at the parties, donate an hour of your time to a community organization. You would be surprised at, the impact you guys could have. Expertise to these organizations who help kids who these kids don't know that they can actually be producers or that they can actually be artists or whatever, and you guys have this talent and very few people are coming back and giving. Like I asked, I think in the post, every party can sponsor a community-based organization in some shape or fashion. Be it, you give them 10% of your door, or people who run the party come and do an hour worth of volunteer work a week or 2 hours or something like that. And of all the things that you let me make some foolishness, which I do. Everybody is on it. Yeah, me too. That post went away so quickly. Not one person liked it. I didn't see one person like it. There were no comments. There was nothing. And it's amazing to me that, we get so wrapped up in ourselves that we forget that we need to give back. It's not an option. Let me make that clear. If you want a good life, giving back to other people is not an option. That's how you have a good life. That's how you do it. There are a bunch of people I know who do service work, and it's because they know the more you give, the more you get.
Amen. Yeah. What does it? Well, I know a scripture that says, "Give, and it shall be given unto you."
How about that?
Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, shall men give unto you. Mm-hmm. So, and always know this: it's a principle, another principle of God's system, that you cannot beat His giving. You can never beat His giving. You give one, He's given two. It's like a card game. What? You got one, I got two. Well, I don't really play cards.
Look at that.
I don't know how to play cards. I was busy playing hopscotch, I think. I don't know. Up in a tree. Yeah, I was that one. Hi, Mom, up in a tree.
I love it. But for all you guys, again, who are looking, hey, Howard, and Stephanie Cook, hey, I miss you too, Marie. All you guys, Queen V, you know who you are, Vern, and Benita, Rosa, all you guys, thank you for watching. We need to get into the habit of doing this, and we can do it as a community.
Amen.
Much love to Club Elevation. They are doing a toy drive. Please check my events. I'm sure it's in there, or go to the club page or Donna Tariq's page. It's bound to be one of those three. And Humble Beginnings, always, every single year, the last 3 months, actually the last 4 months, the last third of the year, fourth of the year, the last 4 months, from September to December is when we get back. That's when we get back. September is school supplies. October is Cancer Month. November is food supplies, and December are things for the kids, toys and things of that nature for the kids. That's how we do it every single year. So I'm asking you guys to think about it. Think about sponsoring an organization. Think about, you would be surprised what it adds to your life if you just volunteer at a community-based organization for an hour. I'm sure the organization can use your help, because they don't have money from the federal government or the state anymore to run these programs that so many different kids and communities depend on. These guys work tirelessly for this. They really, really do. So I'm asking you guys to consider that, to try and formulate a plan to sponsor a community-based organization. I say that on my show all the time. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's because it's something that I believe in. I'm not just saying this for any other reason. I'm saying it because it's something that we need to do, and it's something to give back to each of, it's something that you'll get back. It's something that you will truly, truly get back from. So if anybody, the organization, one of the organizations that, of course, I love to tout, is where we do this radio show. It's the Hub. It's 135 French Street, Newark, New Jersey. The person who runs the program, the CEO of all this, is Mr. Alteric Best. And what's funny is I know that a lot of you guys are friends with him on Facebook and things like that. So it's not that you don't know what's going on. You might bypass it, but I'm asking, yes, to please join us in. Just before my show, about 10 kids walked through here. I was like, where are they? Sometimes, when I come down here, kids still here. But this is a whole new situation. They just finished the studio here, so they're going to be teaching kids how to record their. Look at this. I'm going to show y'all real quick. See that window right there? That's the window into the back there now who are learning, but they still need other things. Like even if you're a component set that you don't feel like putting up on eBay or something like that, you let me know, and I will try to meet up with you to get that equipment to bring it here to the hub so that these kids can have as much equipment and things as they need, become as great as they need to be, because they are going to be great. They are already starting.
You already see them great.
Absolutely, they
Amen.
are already starting. So, what time? Where are we at with? Okay, we have time before Donna Jackson comes. Yes, please don't let this be something where you nod to. Yeah, he's right, and then you never hear. Nobody takes action.
Mm-hmm.
Please, if you have any doubts about how to go about it, please hit me up, my inbox.
Yeah.
Just any idea. I think I might be able to on Sunday. That's fine. Whatever it is, we appreciate giving.
Yes.
Giving of your time, giving of yourself, giving your resources. If you could just donate, showing kids how to DJ. Some of them want to become DJs. Let them.
It's very important. It really is very important, because you cannot receive a talent from God. And sometimes people might think, oh, she's always talking about that, because that is the author and the finisher of my faith. I am created. We were created because no man was here to till the land. So we're created with a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
But people forget. They get amnesia of why you're here. You think you're on your own. You think you came here on your own, but you didn't. And you're supposed to give back. Whatever talent you have, even if it's down to corn rolling and putting a weave, that's still a talent, because everybody can't do that. You're supposed to multiply that talent. And how you do it is by finding others that you can input that. You can seed that into their lives. But we got to work together, because there could be a day that we're going to really need each other. But I'm not trying to scare nobody, but we got to arm in arm. We got to do this. We do. When Martin or Malcolm, when they was walking in the arm, we got to be arm in arm, heart to heart, and brain to brain. Can't be just about us on a dance floor with powder.
Okay.
It can't. It got to be more than that. Life is more than that. I had a dream once. I don't want to be the one that we're in a club and there's all this powder and we come out and everything around us was destroyed.
Wow.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because we just got so caught up in worshiping of the DJ or the artist, and we just got to dance, and I just got to dance. If I don't have music, I'm dead. No. God blesses us with music, but you can't put music over God. You cannot worship music. You cannot worship and only that. God gives us this. You cannot worship the creation over the creator.
Absolutely. Ooh. Okay. Who else is full?
Oh, sure.
Who else is full? Oh, there's a third of the population of children and families at my school are in crisis and live in homeless shelters in the South Bronx. In May, we are going to have Career Day.
Wow.
Hold up, I'm trying to get the rest of your comment. We will have Career Day and support hope for our babies. Okay, and if there's something that you can think of, and I can, if I'm able to, holler at me and let me know what we can do. Guys, and then everything you all are saying. Thank you, Donna. Thank you. Keep me abreast of everything that goes on in North on a daily basis. Yeah, Donna's coming home hopefully she should be here in a little while. She's going to do a second half of the show. Queen V. Brevard says, Miss Barbara, you are an angel from God and a very powerful woman, my shero.
Oh my goodness, just a
Very
servant.
Nice.
I want to give a shout out to Ari Music. Is watching. She's one of my friends over. She's in Barcelona right now.
Oh wow!
What are you doing up, girl? Go to sleep. But anyway, yeah, all over the world, homelessness, people with issues, and a lot of times we go through issues because of what we're eating. You know, this is a whole all of this. Like the more I'm studying, the more I'm aware. I'm seeing what's going on. We don't have to be depressed. We don't have to be schizo. We don't have to be on medication. We need to give praise. We need to get God in our consciousness so that we're not being out there. We need the power. We just need the power. His power gives us power so that we're not on medication trying to run from the drama of life. You know, we're just here to help one another. We got to help one. I just can't walk past it.
Right.
You know, I can't sleep. Sometimes and sometimes I'm sleeping and I can feel myself praying in my sleep because in my conscious, what's in your conscious, your subconscious tries to fix it when you're sleeping. And I can see and hear people calling, and I can, like, if I'm going to sleep with the situation, in my sleep, the person's still in the situation, but then I'm able to, within my sleep, pray for them. I can feel myself praying in my dream for people, you know. And someone said, how do you do that? Before I go to bed, I'm praying. Remember, we was praying before we went to bed. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord, my soul. I'm praying before I wake because I don't know what's out there, and I want God to speak to me. And we know that God speaks to you in your dreams, but you have to listen. Some people, they can remember their dreams, and some people can't. They say, oh, I don't dream. Everybody dreams. You just don't remember, because within the first 30 seconds, that's the window to remember, and 30 seconds up, you'll forget.
Yes.
But there's a way when you're coming out of Veda that you're almost turning over. You're here, but you're almost aware of what's happening, and you have that time that if God gave you a song, reach the phone. God gave you that song, or you go, oh, come and write this. Oh, I had this dream. Like some of the dreams, look at you. You're attentive to what's saying to you in your dream. And you're like, when you get up, you go, okay, God, what is this meant? What are you trying to say to me concerning even this situation? God, reveal this. Because we're in tune. You have to be in tune with the Father, because we are spiritual beings. People know this, but a lot of people know this, but some don't. They know we spiritual, but are you connecting with the head spirit? The spirit, it's almost like, think of the blob. You're a part of the blob. I didn't like that one. Because you're like, what? Somebody probably said, what the blob? How about the ocean? You take, what did they say? You take a cup of the ocean, this is still the ocean. You're a part of that. It's a time of giving.
Absolutely.
Every day. Mm-hmm. I don't have a tree. I have a heart. I'm giving. Trees are cute if you have families and they need that, but it's beyond the tree to me. It's beyond all of that can burn. That it's somebody's. This is the time. My cousin was telling me that on her mother's side, that 2 aunts are in institutions and they're depressed, and I'm like, wow. You know, in this time, because those of you who've lost a loved one, God comfort you in this time. Know that those people are in better places than where we are right now, and we have the power to continue to pray and ask God to cover and protect us. But I can imagine, I lost my mother. She made her transition 3 years ago. So you think of those people. When I didn't think of my friends as much when their parents or loved ones passed away until mine did. So when I think of mine, I think of all my friends, and I'm like, wow, this is what they're feeling. Wow. Mm-hmm. Wow. You know?
Yeah.
Check on your friends in this season who may have lost someone. Check on them. Give them some love and some comfort. Bring them a song. Sing to them. Read a poem to them. Something.
Yeah. Call, text, whatever it is. It's that time. You know, we know from just being alive that often this is the time of the year where a lot of people get depressed. A lot of people, don't feel a part of. People are, there are some people who have big families and are celebrating, and it's that one coworker knows always one time who doesn't have it. Invite them somewhere. I think this is Donna. Hold on with me 2 seconds, style.
You have someone on the line who, his name is Tony Baker, and talking about, while you were there, talking about the plant-based diet. Maybe one day you can bring someone, you all talk about the plant-based diet.
Yes, I follow him and his wife. And first of all, first to Tony, your wife's her transformation, not transition, her transformation is absolutely wonderful. And she has switched from a plant-based diet
to a plant-based, yes.
To rather a plant-based diet. And yes, I don't know what it is. Like you said, it's probably the food, because I have so many friends who have cancer.
Food. It's the food.
One of my friends has cancer. Another one has leukemia. Another friend of mine, her cancer came back and spread to her breast.
Oh my God.
Another friend of mine just found out that she has a tumor on her brain or something. I'm like, what is going on?
It's the food. It's the water. It's the vaccines. And I was just taught this week that we are not supposed to eat things that have blood in it. Even if you cook your chicken, it's now just dry blood, right? Mm-hmm. It's still blood. So he's right. I'm really researching that. I've already weaned off of beef, so I'm slowly, because it's not an overnight thing,
right?
And my weakness is sugar, but I'm learning and I'm weaning off of that. I didn't have any chocolate cake. I didn't have anything major these days, but I'm trying. I want to live. I always tell people maybe I might not want to live to 100, but I do want to live well while I'm here.
Yes, absolutely. GMO, some of the grains aren't safe. What's up, Muhammad and Stephen Lucky Benson, my dude? Thank you guys for watching. Pretoria. We have to be more conscious. We really, really do. Like Barbara said, sometimes when I'm researching food or about food and things like that, I'm amazed at how transformed the foods that we eat now are. Like I saw a watermelon and what a watermelon used to look like. It was the rind was this thick, and it was like this much of the red part. But they've done so much genetic engineering on these fruits.
That's horrible.
That now the rind is this thick, and then there's all of this fruit, and it's seedless. And
you can't do seedless.
Exactly.
If it has no seed, it has no reproduction system, and if it can't reproduce after itself, it's not of God. Let's just go there. So you want seedless grapes, sweetie, that's wrong. You can't eat seedless grapes. Mm-hmm. You can't have a seedless watermelon. It has to have a seed.
That wasn't her? Oh, who is I think so. I think she was. 991-7562. Okay, you guys. We're going to pause for the cause, as a matter of fact, so I can find out if Donna is in the vicinity real quick. Do you have... Huh?
We'll be back after this broadcast.
Yes, we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. I promise. I just want to make sure my next guest is in the vicinity. Y'all hold on. I'm going to leave this sitting.
At me? Should I get up and do a dance? DJ Q and at a club called Angels of Love. We'll be doing their Christmas party, and then the next day we'll do something for their staff. So we'll be overseas just doing what God gave us, sharing some love and some cheer. You know.
That's nice. Now, what month is that?
New Year's Eve.
Oh, heaven, no, I won't be able to.
We'll be gone from the 15th of December to, we'll be back the 25th.
Oh, well, so you're leaving this coming weekend.
Yes.
Nice.
That's why I'm trying to get all these things. I just came out the studio again with Marley Marr. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. He's so humble. He's fun too, you know. I thank God, because you must even pray down to God, please let the right positive people be in my sight for my life. Anybody who means harm or hurt, I cancel them out. Whatever they try to send, I return to sender in the name of Jesus. I'm serious. People are crazy. They will hate on you just for having a quarter,
Yes.
more than a quarter. Mm-hmm. And they don't realize sometimes people see you richer than you are because you're happy, not because you have that quarter. God loves you, and I got it. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't have the quarter in my pocket, I would still love him.
Absolutely.
You know, meeting wonderful people. God is weeding out some other situations that we just come to the end of those relationships. If they cannot benefit each other, right? Then you got to move on. It's okay. Thank you for what you've taught me, what to do or not to do.
Yes.
Everybody, Althea McQueen said to me once, you remember Althea McQueen? In my house.
Yes.
She said, Barbara, there's always something you can learn from. She's a very wise woman. There's always something you can learn from somebody else, even if it's what not to do. I said, okay, thank you. I'm going to remember that. I take nuggets from everybody.
I love it. Goodness. And that takes a lot of work on yourself as a person to be open to the fact or not be upset with someone for something, but like you said, learning what not to do.
Yeah. But
That
that's
becomes
beautiful
with work.
that God gave you that you can step outside of yourself and say, okay, girl, no, Barbara. That's not it. Come on now, let's take your time with this one and let's evaluate, let's weigh this, and let's see that, is not the answer or the way. And many times I will decrease to let someone else increase, meaning I want to hear what you have to say. I might not like it, but guess what? I'm going to listen to what you say, because that might be the other way or not. Not, I don't want to hear what you have to, because I know you're wrong. Even if I feel you're wrong, I'm going to let you say that.
Right.
Also.
I don't know. I kind of. You've been on the road. Absolutely, Miss Moore. I will try again. She's not answering the phone. Thank you very much, Kiara. Cheryl Cox says, my idol, love the fabulous Ms. Tucker.
Oh my goodness. Hi, we're not gonna idle. We're just gonna share each other's talents.
So Kiara. I appreciate that. DJ Messy
Cheryl,
Mark
are you
Harris
an artist
says,
too?
Hi, Barbara, and hi, Melba.
Messy Mark, he's amazing.
Yeah.
When we would do the Winter Music Conference, our parties, he would always be there to help. He's like this big, huggable bear bodyguard. And God bless you and your family. Happy holidays to you.
Nice. What do you have coming up after New Year's, after Dubai, after?
Let me see. We're going to come home for a second, then we're going back overseas to Australia. We'll be out there for 2 weeks doing some festivals, because it's summer.
Yeah.
It's summer over there, And my prayer was, God, please allow me to be someplace that's hot for the holiday, because and then Dubai was calling. I was like, glory to your name.
Gosh.
So, yeah.
I am so jealous. We were just having that
It's
conversation
very
coming
hot
in
there.
here.
Their summers, this is actually their winter in Dubai, but their winters are like 80 degrees. in their summers, they don't even do outdoor parties because it's so hot. And we're walking from 1 block to 2 blocks, and we're like, okay, let's get back in the hotel because it's air conditioning. It's very hot. So I'm like, okay, that's why they wear all that stuff too, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of the clothing. People think that it's hot, but it's actually it vents very well.
I'm thinking it does.
Yeah, I hope so.
So we got
everybody's safe.
happening and crossing our fingers about the Winter Music Conference because I stand for artists, so that's why I go every year. Even if people say, oh, it's not this and not doing that anymore, that's because our people tend to think that all it is a party with powder on the floor. But it's a conference, and whatever you do, whether you're selling cars, you should always be a conference because we have to learn, we have to grow. We cannot be where we were 10 years ago, making the same salary, doing the same thing. If you find that you're not growing in your career, then I would say get into the seminar, go out and network because your network determines your net worth.
Ooh.
So it's not just about going to the conference and we're party. Can I get in free? If we keep getting in everybody's party free, how do we expect those people who are working there, from the security to the bartender to the DJ to the host, how are people going to get paid? And the catch-22 is, if you've been partying for 20 years, now you feel, I come here every week, why do you not let me in? You know what? Why don't I give you 1,000 flyers and you give them out, help me out here, then now officially you're a part of what we're doing.
Look at that.
But if nobody in the party, you've been doing the parties 20 years and they've been going 20 years, are you supposed to, I don't know, you're supposed to let everybody in? At what point do we ask you, even as a friend, to pay?
Right. Yeah, and this was a problem that we had, and Kayada, who was in the room, can attest to this. That was one of the problems that we had with Think so many years ago. You know, the party was $7 and people would come to the door. Oh, I know Chris. What? Yeah, you know Chris got to get paid because he got to pay this artist, right? Y'all really don't understand that, you know, a lot of people
the
came
mentality
and weren't paid their worth because they understood what the party was about. They knew that it was a industry event and, you know, they were showcasing their talent and they did it, you know, as a favor. But you can't ask an artist to come from wherever it is they live, you know, however many miles away that is, to perform and not give them something.
It's important, and it's interesting because overseas, you know, you go, they take care of your flight, they take care of your meals, they take care of your ground transportation, then they give you a fee. Now here, we're usually local, so that's some of the expenses off. What are we supposed to do? And maybe the party shouldn't be a charge, but call it a donation. Maybe if I touch your mentals that way, maybe you can see to give, but you're not seeing the worth of this party. Let's go to our outdoor parties. They're all free. What happens if people start saying, okay, it's $15 to get in?
Right.
Through the gate. What are they going to do? What are we going to do? You get or donate something.
People don't realize how much it takes to put on a party. They think the DJ shows up, plugs in the turntables, and automatically it's a
you
party.
Need gas in a car?
Right.
Got to pay electricity through the system somewhere.
That bartender needs to get paid. Security, like you were saying earlier, it's so many different. The host.
Yeah.
Right. Don't let it be something like that. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah.
Show us that you appreciate. Show the people who come to support, really support. What is support? Ask yourself, what is support? Show us that you appreciate your music programmers by supporting truly. And supporting is just not doing this.
No. And supporting all the way down to, like, think of it, you have the DJ who's playing music, but that music was prepared, that it was written by an artist who then had to pay studio time and pay an engineer, and then negotiating whatever deal it was to bring that album or record or song to fruition, and then the DJ paid for it.
Yeah.
It's a lot that goes into it. You see the DJ, he might have thousands and thousands of songs. Can you imagine how much money he put out just to make you dance? Come on. Come on, we have to. Hi, Tony.
Working
I'm still,
hard. People are
waiting
working
for you to
hard,
call-
but people keep wanting
me up.
free.
Yeah, people want free.
You should be
Everything
able to pay for. You should be able to pay for something, and then maybe at the end of the year, that club promoter or that DJ who is the promoter will say, since you all have supported me so well,
Right.
this party is free. Now this one is free.
Right. But it can't be everything.
It can't. You can't be. We can't. Everybody can't be on the list.
Right. And that's
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. We've got to do better.
Okay, if you're on the list, then bring 2 people who are going to pay. If you're on the list, then bring 3 people who are going to drink at the bar. I don't drink, but what am I talking about? Water, juice. That's a liquid. That's an action, drinking. So yeah, you get in free, and your 3 friends. Somebody got to support something. You know, and this is the problem also, because this is why a lot of the other cultures don't want to hire.
Say that. Go ahead. Because they need
Our
to know.
culture.
Because a lot of people sit around and wonder
They
why
won't
don't
let
such
us.
and such book me.
They don't let us into their venues do things because they know that we don't support ourselves. I'm just looking at the game. I didn't create it. The ones who are not paying created this drama. Can we all just get along? And if you know, when the Underground Network, we used to do our parties, and we used to have people who were saying they were industry and they were on the guest list. I came up with that $3 industry thing because going to church, they used to call it the Trinity offering. $3, Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
I know.
Trinity offering. So I used to do at our parties. Your industry. Okay, this is that's the box. That's the industry list. So even you had to give up something, unless you were Quincy Jones. Then we're like, hey, come on in.
Right.
Because we know if you come in, you're bringing 20 people with you, and that bar guarantee
taken
is
care of.
made.
That's right.
Is met. Not you. I'm in the industry and you're working in the back room in the mail room, and you're coming by yourself and not drinking anything.
The shade of it all.
Well, the sun has revealed you, so there's no shade. Yeah, I was that one. I was that promoter. Because we get to hear from the club owner, you didn't meet the bar guarantee. We think we want to stop your party because you're people. So they might think that you have an attitude, but you're in the back having a meeting. And big shout out to my partner with the Underground Network, Don Welters. He would be the one who would be sitting in the meetings and smoothing things over because he's a little different than I would be like, what? Well, what? What we trying? That would be me. And he'll be like, yo, man, okay, we got it. It's going to be cool. Next week we're going to do it. We're going to work a little harder. And then,
Smooth it over.
He could do that.
Nice.
Us women, we like to get right to the point. That's not fair. Last week we had them out, but anyway. The club life. Oh, my goodness.
Goodness. So, if you're an industry, that means you have some type of
Hello.
to get it in. Hello.
A few coins. Hello. And you can pay for your friend. It's interesting.
It's
how
that's a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
You
I think
could,
it's
yeah.
just cheap and horrible, because if I don't have money, I don't go out.
I hear that.
That's just it. If I
Personally,
don't have money, I don't go out.
I'm a little this way. I'm the type, call me my mother's daughter, but I'm thinking that if you don't have a job, you shouldn't go out. You might not have coins that day if you don't have a job, because your priority should be about getting up and trying to find a job. The party is for, I had a hard week.
Right.
I'm going to hear some songs to lift my spirit. I've been working so hard, and that boss, he's getting on my last nerve. But you know what? I'm going to the club because I'm going to hear my jam tonight and see my friends tonight. Not you home watching TV all day long and you want to get in the club for free. We can't help you.
No.
Your priorities. I'm just trying to help you. I'm my mother's daughter. God rest her soul.
Yes.
No, my mother used to tell my brother when he was a teenager, if you don't have a job, you don't need a girlfriend. I remember
wow.
my mother was one of those mothers. You got a girlfriend? Do you have a job? You don't have. You don't need a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
My mother was fierce. You got a girlfriend? Did you brush your teeth today?
Oh.
My mother was fierce.
Oh my goodness.
I used to hear it all. I used to just big eyes like watching like wow.
Nice. Oh my goodness. Yes. Fact. Stay at home, Cheryl said, and support has taken on a very different meaning for folks. Tony Bowen said. Ronald Wally B. Johnson III said, I know that's right. Honey, someone paid at the door at Vinco with their laundry money one night with a Ziploc bag full of quarters.
But look, they still understood the system.
Exactly.
They still understood the system. Now, they put that over their laundry. But that's okay.
Yeah.
They put it off for another day. So I don't want to say they came in not clean. They just said, you know what? I'm going to go and I'm supporting.
Mm-hmm.
They still were in the system.
I know that's right. Oh, goodness. It was always something at that door. It really was. But I hope that the new year blesses everyone with enough money to pay.
Amen.
You know, because we have to support this community. We talk about this community and we love it so much. You know, when we say all these wonderful euphemistic things about the music is love and this, that, and the third, but you know, love comes in so many different forms, and one of those
It really does.
is monetary support.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
When people say I honor, when you look that up, that means that's a monetary situation, but sometimes people don't understand. And you're speaking community. Music is just what is thriving in a community, but it's more than music. And if you're going to support a community, then it's good to support a community. Again, we go back to the we and a us, not I.
Right, exactly.
Well, there's no I.
We've already
Even
started
in the
off
beginning,
wrong.
God said, "Let us create." Even he was a team.
Okay. Loving it. Yes, Rob said, I was shouting you out earlier, man. Again, the number call in 973-900-6453 is the number if you want to say what's up to Barbara or myself, or just shout out anybody. I may not always pay the door, but I make up for it, I think is what you're saying, at the bar.
Well, that's good.
That's support.
That's good because either way, it has to do what it has to do, because the bar usually is more important than the door, because we don't own the venues. You don't own the venues, and all that bar is saying is, we need you to make $4,000 this night or you won't be here next week. And so whatever is not made at the bar comes off the door anyway. Those are usually how the deals go, unless you are friends with somebody and you have a different type of deal, or you just pay out front and rent the facility. But normally that's how it is. So whatever is not made up at the bar, then they take it off the door anyway.
Yeah. Hey, John Jackson. Last time performing, I always say when I go to Messy One is pay to play, period. It's absolutely. I just need to let you guys know as well. This weekend is, well, first of all, see, I say this. This is what we're doing tonight.
And Flow.
Club Elevation, that is Adam Rios and Mark Lewis. Adam Rios and Mark Lewis tonight at Club Elevation, 1425 Springfield Avenue in Irvington. Thank you. And tomorrow night is Humble. That is 30 Maple Avenue, Montclair, New Jersey. Sick, twisted, ridiculous, soulful underground things are going on. We have the trifecta of Funk the Beat Brothers. That is DJ Stacy Snooker, DJ Dre, and DJ Man Up. You want to be there. It's $20 at the door, and you can bring the toy situation. But all of your drinks are included, and dinner.
See,
and
now that is fabulous.
Yes,
they don't. You know. The people don't get it. They don't see what they're getting.
They don't.
And it's not like Popeyes where you don't know what's in it. You know, these people are cooking with love. They look forward. I'm imagining that they're looking forward to, we make it a party tonight.
Yes.
Oh, the people are going to be led by this. Somebody's cooking with love for that party. Much respect to that. And you get your drinks free.
Yes.
$10. Come on. How much would a dinner really cost with a drink, really?
Right. It's more
And
than
an
$20.
entry and an entry fee.
For real. You don't get that anywhere.
Big shout out.
Yes. So bring the toys for the kids, please, and come have a good time. If you enjoy your beverages, there's sangria, there's humble punch, there are Jello shots,
Humble
pink
punch.
panties.
What is a wait a minute?
Punch.
Pink panties.
Yes,
That's a drink.
That's a drink.
Who came
That's
up
a
with that?
drink. I have no idea. I don't drink. I don't know. I don't know how any of these taste. What I can tell you is that I see people enjoying them as much as they possibly can. So don't be afraid to come out tomorrow night to support and just have a good time. We have a good time at Humble every time. And if you want to celebrate your birthday there, you can always hit up Anitra or Kendall, anybody, one of the Humble family, and let us know so that your name can go on the cake.
Amen.
And you can come and invite all your friends and come celebrate. It's a wonderful, wonderful time.
I want to give a shout out to Mr. Rob. I Am Rob. He wrote this song. Oh my goodness, I can't believe. Can you see the? Can you see the? Yeah, he's got a new song getting ready to drop that he wrote, and he'll be on the track with Melody Daniels.
Wow.
And it's going to be hot. It's called I Thank You, Father.
Ooh.
People are going to have to take up a collection on that
Listen.
one. Because it's going to be one of those songs. So big shout out to you. I just saw you tuned in. And definitely Ronald, Wally B. Yes, big shout out to you as well. Always keeping it alive and pushing and helping artists. I have respect for him because he, as a Pisces, I'm a Pisces too, he just opens up his door for the artists that he works with. He created a studio so that they can come somewhere and to record. And he understands that in order for us to get jobs, we must have music. And how are we going to have music if we can't record, if we can't afford a lot of the studio? But he opened that system. He created a platform for us to record. Wow. He's a sweetheart. Bless you, Ronald.
Absolutely.
Wally B.
That's right. We're gonna keep everything. I'm not sure what happened to Donna. I think she got lost.
You people out there on Facebook, you can call in.
Yes, please.
You can call in.
Shamaka?
Give me the number. Let me type the number in.
It's 973
973
900
900
6453.
If you have a question, if you want to say what's up or to us, we're here. It's your time.
Yes, we were supposed to have another guest. I'm not sure what happened.
Well, God bless her and cover her.
Yes, I hope everything is okay with Donna.
Amen.
Yeah.
Traffic, her family, God cover her and make a way for her.
Yes.
May the angels just make a way for her that she gets here.
And she's one of those people, if somebody calls her and they are in the middle of an emergency, she stops everything she's doing and she goes
That's
to help.
beautiful.
So, oh, wow. Okay. Well, I hope everybody is alive and in mendable condition if there was an accident or something. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I was prepared to kind of go into some of it because there are so many different things that are about to happen in the city. I just saw that the Mars company is supposed to come to Newark and bring about 5,000 jobs. Something like that.
Are we talking about Mars is in Candy Bar?
Yes, at the M&M people.
He said the M&M people. I'm weaning off of this sugar. I got a piece of caramel something up in my mouth right now.
It's giving me light. Oh, it's terrible. I usually buy the 2-pound bag.
You got a bag, but God help us. God help us to find the natural things, the things that will give us life and not kill us. Amen.
Yes.
Got to even pray about that,
There was something else that I wanted to share with you. I cannot remember exactly what it was. Something about men. Something for the brothers. I can't remember what it was. But I do. I'm sorry.
No, you were. I couldn't hear you.
No, I was trying. There was something that I was thinking about earlier, and I can't remember what it is right now. It was something for the brothers that I wanted to say. And Lucky, if you're watching this, shut up. Because he told me to start writing down the topics.
Well,
For
that's
shows.
what they do.
And I, if you look at my bag, I have a little notebook I adjusted. And sometimes my brain don't work as fast enough, like, to get me to write it down before I forget it. I'm working on that. I'm a work in progress. But again, to the women, I implore you to find the strength in each other, because you are so dynamic. I've watched so many of you in our community do so many wonderful things in Italy. And I just continue to believe that if you all did something collectively, it would be the most amazing thing that we have ever seen in our lives. So I'm hoping that the new year kind of brings, bless you, kind of brings that type of energy to us. Yes, Akila, she said the Mulberry Commons, the Mars Wrigley, who makes the gum as well. Cheryl Cox said, when is Miss Tucker coming back to ATL?
I told her. We're looking forward to that in 2018. Big shout out to Rod. The team's working on that.
What type of show do you do in Atlanta? Is it a show? Is it a party?
Everything always depends on the budget.
Okay.
My show can go from just me and DJ Q, and because he MCs in my show, we can go from 30 minutes to an hour and a half. I do a show, I release from the stage, he's doing what he's doing, and then I come back. So we can have 2 dancers, we can have 4 dancers, we have background singers, we have musicians. It just always depends on the budget.
Okay. And what's your, do you prefer it to just be you and the DJ, or do you like the dancers?
The bigger the stage,
the better?
Yes.
You like the grandee?
Hello.
I missed that.
Lola Falana, Liza Minnelli, what? Hey, yes. I'm getting ready to start my mentor project for artists, House Artists 101.
Really?
Yes, I am, because, I'm here in the music industry 32 years.
Yes.
And I know who my mentors were, who I was like that. And then when House, whether it was Jamanda or On Top or Jay Williams or Tribal House, there was always a show. Well, now we just have singers.
Right.
And we need to get back to entertaining people. Maybe this is why house artists are not booked. I don't know so much. And I have some names down already, because I have a teacher from Ailey, and he's willing for free. This is the first part of the project of artist movement classes. And they're going to be free. It's going to be in New York City. So to work on your breathing, to work on your bodies, to work on your stage presence. You have one song that's cute. You have a 30-minute show, a 45-minute show. People should not be walking away from your stage. You have to capture them. You have to keep them. So we want to work on the breathing. I was watching a singer sing the other day, and she's singing, and she could sing her behind off, but she was having problem breathing because she was moving. And I'm like, that's not it. That's not it. Because you have to learn how to work a stage, even with the weight that you have. You have to, the more you're working out, and what did Norm Nixon say to Debbie Allen one? You can dance, you can sing, but can you jog and sing? And that was her challenge. That was a couple of years ago. So even when I'm in the gym, I'm not full out singing, but I'm singing while I'm on the treadmill, working on the breathing. So anyone who wants to sign up, you can give your information to DVS, because this is coming for 2018. I feel the need to work with my community, working with your community. And in this course, this House Music 101 artist, we'll learn of contract. We'll talk about contract. We'll talk about stage presence. We'll talk about your God-given talent, your awakening of God, and why you have this talent. It wasn't for you. So I want to help mentor up and coming. Veterans are definitely welcome to come. Just what it's all about. Your stage show, you should be a fantasy. You should not a bed's fantasy,
right.
But they should say, like, wow, like when you see Grace Jones, no, she wasn't the great singer, and usually cursing out, but her stage. Her costuming of it. You turn down the music and watch her, and you see the creativity. That's an artist to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are many artists that I might not, grab to their vocals, but I watch their presence, and that's what I like.
Nice. Yeah,
You know.
I've seen Grace Jones perform, and ooh, baby, if you can see that show, I
just
swear,
like her
you'd be like,
costume.
okay, y'all can bury me now. She did about 10 songs, and in every single song, she had a completely different outfit.
And
on.
that's what you gotta create something. So I do want to work with artists because even if they're not getting what they need to get here, their gigs might be outside of the state.
Yes.
So they need to get their packaging right, put it on Facebook, Instagram, and start marketing themselves, not just I'm singing a song. Someone taught me once you can have a song and it could be a hit for the first 3 months because you're promoting it, but after that, the real test of an artist is, are you still getting booked past that?
Exactly.
So we want to work on your stage presence. I'm just here to help.
I have. Oh, thank you. Oh well. Our next guest has
Guest
arrived,
is
so
here.
we're going to say.
Well, let's thank you.
We are
Thank
going to
God.
thank Barbara Tucker for
Because we
holding us
prayed
down.
for you. We just prayed for you.
Yes.
Hey, glory, hallelujah.
Absolutely,
Thank you,
absolutely.
everyone, for listening and being here. I love you. Check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and all of that stuff. God bless you. Keep you for the new year. And don't forget to give. To give, because
Absolutely.
God gave to you. Be
That's
loved.
right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just leave that there. And we are going to move right into the next person, Donna Jackson. You can come on over here and have a seat. They do it. They hugging and loving. I love it. They hugging and loving. That's right. How are you? How are you? Glad you made it. Yes. How are you, dear heart?
I'm hanging in there. I mean, it's another day in the community. You know, always
And
something.
That's what we want to get down to.
Always something.
What's the latest thing that? Because you and I stopped her in the supermarket shop right a couple of weeks ago, and you were telling me about all the business and stuff that is coming in construction and all the money that is about to flow through the city. Can you enlighten everybody as to some of those? What's going on?
I'm going to give you guys a litany of what's going on, so then you'll understand my aim, my pushback, and want to fight everybody. Today in North New Jersey, there is 17 billion with a B, y'all. Spell it right and get it right, and put the right zeros where they belong. Worth of construction going on in this town. I ain't talking about East Orange. I'm not talking about Irvington. I'm not talking about East North. I'm not talking about Kearney. I'm talking about Newark, New Jersey. They just did a presentation in a special meeting at City Hall a couple of weeks ago, and the architect planner laid out the $10 billion worth of buildings that are on the ground right now. That's buildings. And like I tell people, I do my homework. Check my facts anytime you want. We got an additional $6 to $8 billion worth of road construction going on. Now, just look around the city. Go up this block. You're on West Kenny right now. Can't get up West Kenny in Washington. Working on the road. Okay. 1 and 9 right now. Haynes Street is closed. Haynes Avenue Bridge is closed.
Oh wow.
They redoing Haynes Avenue Bridge. They redid the exit going off of there. The exit going on. Okay. They just added another exit on 78 and the Parkway. That's currently closed at the North Irvington Junction. So I'm taking all my tax dollars.
I know that's
I'm
right.
taking all my projects. 1 and 9 is also expanding to 3 lanes.
Oh, yeah,
right
that's
from
what they're
one
doing.
end to the
Okay.
other, okay.
Yes, yes.
Oh yeah. So see, Donna pays attention. Got out of my car and walked around the exit on 1 and 9. Yeah, I'm a bad sister. Bad sister. And asked the man, "Excuse me, where are the Norkers, sir? Where the Norkers? You got brothers out here. You got the guys out here. They hold the stop sign for the traffic at night. So where the Norkers at?
Right.
And absolutely, I was illegally parked. Ma'am, you can't pull over there. Sir, this is my town. I do what I want to do.
I know that's
okay?
right.
I am the person of Newark.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I'll claim it. Everybody want to give it to me, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have to fight for what we need.
Absolutely.
So with 17 billion, okay? Our mayor and our council have failed the people of Newark. Bottom line, there's no more excuses. There should not be a mouth in Newark, New Jersey that is not fed.
Absolutely.
We shouldn't have any homeless people in it.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't have families living in an apartment 15, 20.
Mm-hmm.
All our kids that need to go to rehab, we should have been done sent them already and been able to pay for it. There is enough. We had a community meeting, unfortunately, after we lost our sister Cherie. The mother who was killed, Miss Henry, on 20th Street on Thanksgiving night with the carjacking. We had a community meeting. My sons and daughters have lost their mind. But they have lost their mind because they high.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So when you go around this city, it's dark.
Yeah.
It is dark out here to no end.
Mm-hmm.
For the last 8 to 10 years, every community meeting, and particularly those for the last 2 years, communities have been screaming for the street lights to be brighter.
Yes.
Well, guess what? I didn't know what the solution was. I was getting ready to buy some bulbs and put them up there because I don't know what it is. All we have to do is call public service and tell them to turn the wattage. So I told the mayor Thursday night. He still ain't did it. Turn the wattage up. Call public service and tell them to turn the lights from 50 watts that they on to 100. Let it be bright on every daggone block like it is around these schools.
Wow.
All they have to do is make a call. Now, when they make the call, the current bill that we're paying is going to go up. Who cares? Mm-hmm. It's about safety.
Mm-hmm.
See, when I'm going to do something wrong and I got a dark spot I can hide in, I'm going to wait for somebody to get out their car. You ain't going to see me. You can look around all you want. The element of surprise is mine.
Right.
So that's a simple solution to a problem that has been plaguing us. So now I've come to the conclusion, and I don't care who don't like it. They want this crime to stay the way it is in particular neighborhoods worse than others. Okay? 20th Street, 19th Street, 18th Street, 17th, the number blocks out of control.
Yes.
But the crime is lowest it's been in 50 years. I could have, and I ain't even gonna say it on record because they're probably, I could have choked my brother. Okay? Raz, my brother, I love him, but he's wrong as 7 left shoes. And the problem is we have lost our ability as a people to hold folks accountable, particularly when they look like us. Damn right, I'm disappointed. If I'd have known 3.5 years ago he was gonna do this, I wouldn't have asked one person in this town to vote for him. Wouldn't have asked them to pick up a pen. I wouldn't have asked them to push nothing. If I'd have known you was going to take this complete and total left turn into the abyss and leave the people behind. We are struggling in this city worse than we were when Corey was there.
Wow.
I call the Baraka team the Trump team because what you doing? And I say that with confidence. And don't care who don't agree. Because let's do the math. Let's do the math. How many people in Penn Station? How many people at the Jackson Street Bridge? How many people sleeping behind the FBI building? How many people have been forced into Penn Station? Okay? If you got all of this going on in our town and you selling $1 million properties, boy, because he loved when I call him that, for less than $50,000, but you as a not buying, you don't have the opportunity. He ain't buying nothing. Her family's not buying nothing. You've been looking to buy an abandoned house on your block for the last 10 years. That door was supposed to be open when you got in.
Yeah.
Because that's what we told you to do. That's exactly what we told you. We didn't ask you. We told you what to do, when to do it, how to do it. We the mayor? Okay, then let's be the mayor. And when we the mayor speak, you need to listen, bruh. But you haven't. So what we need to learn to do in our community is, this is their favorite phrase, insanity is doing the same thing. You so right, bruh. So we ain't gonna do the same thing next year. We're gonna learn how to not leave people in office who don't do what we need done.
That's right. That's right.
We step into this, we building a parking garage for our city vehicles, a private garage on Wilson Avenue with Mr. Victor Santos, who was just indicted for mortgage fraud. Okay. Maybe you didn't know about it because it was in 2007. Okay? Maybe you didn't know. He just got indicted now. The city council and the mayor are going to push forward with the project. But here's the problem. The initial rent per month will be an average of $600,000 to $700,000 per month to park our vehicles on their property. What sense does that make when we already own everything we in now? We own sanitation. We own the water department. We own traffic and signal. I don't know where we are in the lease agreement with the county, but nobody don't care. We'll walk up there and tell Joe D, let them go. Okay? Because that's the power of Newark. Joe don't want no problems. So we had to get into that lease agreement because Corey did some flim flam shim sham. But I'm talking about this administration. And Corey's accountable too, especially when I get to this water in a minute. Because we do not deserve, the people of Newark did not move in this direction. We did not come out with the lowest voter turnout ever for that 2014 election. That you know the people in Newark have given up. But I'm telling them don't give up. Because there's still power in our vote. Yes, it does seem like this ship is going down the drain, but guess what? God pulling covers off. I see every day a federal indictment here,
Yes.
settlement here, settlement there. Right, because it's wrong. And see, as y'all praying for me, I'm praying to God, take the covers off all this. I don't care what color it is. I don't care who is doing it. There is too much resource in this town for any family to be suffering. We are letting these landlords get away with hell. I got a lady that I'm just dealing with 2 weeks ago. The ceiling fell in on her in her apartment. I'm in landlord-tenant court 3 weeks ago advocating with another family. Another young man lived right on Clinton and Seymour. The ceiling fell in, just missed his son, and when the ceiling came in, you could see all the way outside. And it was a new structure that's been up less than 10 years. We didn't do anything but move them people off of Stratford over to Brunswick. In a worse house with more rats over there. And then we get upset with people because they don't want to move. Well, I can't move out of something that is gauged on my rent. I can't move in these $1,500, $1,800, $2,000, $2,500 apartments. First of all, that I can't fit the furniture from my apartment in. And the room's so small. I got 5 kids. They need space. I don't want them in the living room.
Right.
So when we thought we were going to move in a different direction and do some things, and that didn't happen, now the administration, who revved up against Corey for 7 years, ran him out of here, ran Cammie out of here. We all did that. Now, says something, and they're ashamed. Oh, you can't talk about the mayor. Oh, you can't say that about the administration. Why can't I? I pay them. I can say whatever I want to say. The threats, the intimidation, the shaming, the termination of folks because they don't get down the way they want them to get down is wrong. And I'm glad people are beginning to learn how to play this game. So you threaten me, I can sue you. Now here's my anger though. Hundreds of thousands. We at the $1 million mark now. We're paying out lawsuits because of y'all shenanigans. And I'm talking about current administration, Baraka administration. I know we paid some with Corey. Yes, we did. But we ain't paid half as many. Conduct unbecoming. Intimidation. Who has the right to do that to anybody? I don't have to agree with you. That's why civil service. And that's what I wish people would understand and learn. That's why there's civil service titles. So no matter who the mayor is, it could be me, it could be you.
Right.
I can't go in there and mess with you because you still support Adonisio. And you wearing your shirt every day. That's your right. But as long as you doing your job, why should I bother you?
Right.
So then the other added insult to injury is all the things that's going on. And we sit here and the people of this city read nothing. Now, if you afraid to walk around this city without 15 security guards with you, Raz, you need to resign. Joe D, the county exec, he got one driver with him. Sharp James, when he was mayor, he had one driver. Corey had 20 people. You got 38. Why? Why? Why are we paying $9 million plus for executive protection, Mr. Baraka? Leave people alone then. You scared to go in the supermarket? We used to, Raz, me and you used to get on Corey for going in the Pathmark with 9 and 5 and 4 security guards. Now you doing the same thing? The same thing we attacked him for. The same things we tried to make him stand up for. Doing the same thing. And worse. You go to China and you take executive protection with you. Don't nobody know you in China? So you had to take what, 10 of them with you? And we paid them to go over there? And overtime? Did you ask me? See, this is what I want people to understand. This is not personal. This is all. This is about our money, people. This is about our money. So now let me ask y'all this question. We tore Corey up about this water. He tried to privatize. Now under this administration, there are 3 false water reports that have been given to the residents. What we gonna do, y'all? Because see, we too quiet on this. So close your eyes. Don't look at it as Raz that you knew from, because I can't look at him as the Raz I knew 10, 15, 20 years ago. I can't. Because then I won't be able to fight. I just close my eyes. I put that helmet on, that little, thing they put on protective headgear. He got his on, and I got mine. And we at battle. And I'm going to do battle. And we must do the battle. Bending level in our water now is at 98%. It's supposed to be 0.004. This is why everybody dying of cancer, y'all. How many people we done buried in this last year?
We were just talking about
But
that.
the water report does not reflect that. It does not. The 2015, the 2016, and the 2017 that was just mailed out do not reflect those benzene and other carcinogen numbers. It does not. So Raz, when Corey did that, we was on him. You think I'm not going to demand, we not going to demand accountability from you in this town? Everybody ain't scared. See, when you keep pushing the rat back, because you think you can intimidate him, you keep boxing me in the corner, at some point, bro, I'm going to come up. And I'm up. And I'm out. And we got people sitting that know these things are wrong. Know this is going on. And you got to still sit there and say this is okay. See, when you in a spot of leadership, you got to have somebody that check. As good as I am, my phone, when I get, you shouldn't have said that. You should, okay. No problem. Constructive criticism. But I'm going to say what I want to say.
That's right.
Regardless of what anybody say. This me. This us.
It's my goddamn shit. You say whatever you want.
We got to be real about this. Because these are our lives, our children's lives. The amount of people in North that have left from where they were that are now on dialysis is directly linked to the water. But if you taking dialysis service in North, you ain't doing nothing but putting it back in your body. Double. People think when they boil water, that gets rid of lead and carcinogens. It doesn't. It makes it worse. Bottled water, it's worse. Poland Springs just did a thing. They just did a thing on Nestle in Africa. People, there's nothing. When they cut our water supply off, they killing us. We better understand that. And our brother is sitting at the table buying this hot lock, stock, and barrel. Death is all they want for us. Taxes going up, water going up. We don't got a problem if we see things going our way. Summer program now. Are you serious? All this murder, all this killing going on days a week, hours, $8 an hour. What kid gonna do with that? What are they gonna do? What the parent gonna do? Because 90% of them, that money going home. That's food. That ain't no school clothes because it ain't enough.
Right.
That may be the little brother and little sister uniform. That ain't nothing for the older kids. They might sneak and go buy a pair of sneakers. But they gonna pay for it when they get home. Because monies are allocated for what we need. And people are trying. There's some people, no matter what we do. And that's why I say we gotta go back and take a page from the wire. We're gonna get a gated community, and and we're going to put you all in there. Because it's time.
Yeah.
Because you can't keep destroying us. You can't keep pulling from us. You can't keep making our children want to commit suicide because you want to be the bully all day. You can't keep hiking on Ibn because his underwear dirty, because he ain't got but 2 pair and ain't no soap in the house for him to wash. This is the reality. Oh, down the people could do better. Okay. You paying their mother rent?
Right.
You doing what they family doing? You in a family where people don't even have custody of kids, but they got kids because they not gonna let the system take them. The sister goes to jail, the sister dies, and we take them in.
That's right.
The neighbor passes away, the neighbor goes to jail, we take them in. We ain't calling the system. What for? Now in the white town, you take them kids in, whether they're yours or not, checks coming. Diapers in there. Oh, you need 15, that's no problem. But we allow this down the hill. We allow it in our community without pushing back. Essex County welfare system is the most corrupt system in this country. I ain't even gonna say New Jersey, I say in the country. I'm dealing with families right now that was living in Elizabeth in August, moved to Newark, September. Rent $200 more over here. Income still the same. And they was getting $500 food stamp over here. Come over here, they getting $230. Tell me how the same system paying the same family different money if you ain't stealing that money at that county. Those are federal dollars. But see, they don't care either because it's crabs in the barrel. So when I take that $300 away from you, you gotta call me. Then I gotta call her. Then she gotta call her. Then I gotta call Key on the phone. Then it goes so on and so on and so on. Then you get an attitude because I can't give you back. And you knew when you gave it to me. You knew when you lent me that $150, that wasn't coming back because I don't got it. Where I'm getting it from? I'm still working at the same job. I might do a little bit of overtime, but I still can't give it to you.
Right.
So now, if we ain't strong enough as a family, and we not, that $150 gonna kill us. I ain't doing that.
How about that?
$150? You gonna lose your sister, your best friend, over $150, and we doing it. Because the reality is, when I gave it to you, it was a loan. And I moved it from something I had. And I understand that. You know what I'm saying? That was my gas and electric money. I had $300 there. I ain't gonna let my sister not eat.
Right.
It's reality. I'm gonna give you this $150. I need it back in 2 weeks. I know good and well. When I gave it to her, because she didn't have that other supplement in place, it's not coming back to me. I knew that. But because I needed it for a bid,
I gotta ask.
now I gotta have an attitude with her. And I really shouldn't. But this is what we're being forced into. Then when my sister, they closing all these public housing now, we right around all these townhouses being gutted. I'm saying, whoa, the end of low income housing.
Right.
At the courtesy of our mayor. Because he don't want low income housing. Because he ain't low income no more. See, when you arrive, when you make $150,000, they think that ain't no money either.
No.
But they think $150,000 is a lot. And that's money. But the rest of us, you know, the $75,000 and less folks, oh, okay, y'all welfare people. See, that's welfare right there.
Yeah.
To them. That's welfare. So, you got all this. What's the date? December the 8th?
Yeah.
School been open October, November, this is 3 months. We have tested over 600 students already this school year. From the schools to the doctor. Over 600. And that's probably the ones that went. So the other one, we done suspended you, sent you home. You can't come back till you go get the drug test done. I ain't going. Because I know it's going to be positive. So the problem we have with that is, okay, I'm going to send you. Donna, I'm sending your son over there. No problem. So when he goes and he tests positive, where's the help at?
Right.
Where's the juvenile rehab? We don't got no adult rehabs over here that's worth a quarter. But where's the juvenile rehabs? See, because I take people to rehab. They get in my van, we ride over to GWB, I drop them at St. Luke's and come back. New York will take you at the drop of a dime. When a person wakes up in the morning and decides, I don't want to get it anymore, because you have to come to that realization first. But when they come to that, you can't wait no week. Because them withdrawals going to kick in, and I can't sit there. I might do an hour. I might make 2 hours. I might got to take you to get a bag on our way over to New York. I don't need to know what you went out the car to get.
Right.
Just do it when you get back in. Play, thank you. Because we don't need no pullovers. But I'm going to take you. And I understand it's an illness. And I understand they got so much man-made stuff in these drugs now. Our kids is out of their minds. How are our children arriving to schools at 7:30 in the morning? Out their mind. How are corner stores selling lean in the cup for $5? How?
What?
Yes. How we doing this? So here's a plea I'm gonna make right now for all of y'all that's listening. Stop giving our kids these drugs. Give them a damn chance. You hooking them on stuff they don't understand.
At all.
See, when this Facebook and this Instagram and this damn Snapchat and all this bull crap came into our lives, in some regards, as a medium tool right now, finding people that you went to school with, finding family members, it's a good tool. But in terms of destruction of our family, our children, the worst thing we could ever do. The white kids had the synthetic marijuana. They was high out their mind. Ibn and Rafiq, Shafaquita and Sheila, they never heard of that.
Right.
Now they get on Facebook. Oh, what's that they got?
Yep.
What's that they got down there? And you think our children, you never seen white kids before fighting on the school bus. They just as ratchet as us.
Yeah. Oh.
Videoing on the school bus. Oh, get it.
Yep.
So now everybody kid crazy. 15 kids in the suburban areas, heroin overdose, and now it's a national epidemic because they white. We understand that. We know this is black and white, but now they never thought in a million years when they inundated these urban communities that it was going to go over to the suburban communities the way it has.
Yeah.
And I've been testifying in Trenton for the last 20 years, and every time I go, I remind those senators, mostly whites, my kids got the guns, y'all kids making the bombs. Y'all kids sitting in y'all garages fixing up this little bit of stuff. Rafiq got the gun. Now they coming together, so it ain't gonna be for too long. So they making them down here and got them up there. But one thing for sure and two things for certain that don't travel, that don't change across those lines, black and white, socioeconomic, that don't change. Y'all kids get high for whatever reason. They pick an issue and they get high. Our children in these special needs departments on this Ritalin and this Thorazine, all they want to do is, oh, your child need a little medicine to sit down. No, he need his ass popped. Get that cord, get that belt, because ain't nothing wrong with us.
How about that?
So we allowed DVS 20 years ago because black families was making strides. Latino families was making strides. They said, oh, we got to stop that. They kids is listening. These little jokers going to school. Damn, the high school diplomas, they getting them. And they going to college. The 80s and the 90s, post-secondary education for us was on the rise. High school graduation rates was up. Our kids was doing their thing. They said, oh, no. They listening to the parents. Got a little bit more in the pot. Make it a little more tainted in the pot. Let these judges be a little more lenient in these urban areas. That's why we having so much battle with this bail reform. And I know we all over the place, y'all, but y'all understand that this all comes into a culmination of the problem, because there's no one problem and there's no damn one solution.
That's right.
Oh, Donna, don't talk no more till you come with a solution. Okay, you want to turn the damn lights up. Now start with that one, and I'll give you solution number two.
Exactly.
How about some of these brothers on these construction sites with the little flags? How about they making the same $27 an hour that the guy from suburbia and from Pennsylvania and Connecticut and out of town making? Not no $10, no $12 an hour. That ain't what them boys making. Directed in the out there with them flags. Them boys making $27, $32 an hour.
Yeah.
They can go home and feed their family. They eating filet mignon twice a damn week. We want to eat it once a month. I want these fathers to be able to take care of their sons and daughters.
How about that?
So when Dyfus walk up to the door, guess what's working? You better get off my porch.
Exactly.
Oh, Ibn called you? Hold on a minute. Let me go get Ibn.
Mm-hmm.
I tell a parent, when your kid lose their damn mind and finally make that call, go in their room, get a plastic ShopRite bag, take a pair of drawers, a t-shirt, a pair of socks. You got a daughter, let her get one more bra.
That's right.
Don't give them no clothes except the ones they got on, and see you when I see you.
Yes.
See you when I see you. Really? Okay, get on over there where you got 2 hots in the car. Some places don't even give you 3 meals.
Right.
Some of them give you 2. So 2 hots in the car, that's what you're gonna get over there. Get your butt in the group home. You think it's all you wanna have issue with me because I'm fighting with you to do your homework. You gonna do that homework.
That's right.
You gonna wash them dishes. You gonna sweep that floor in that kitchen. See, we gotta get back to the basics. When I grew up, we had chores on the refrigerator.
Yeah.
You memorize them things. My father came in from work, that kitchen was clean. And if it wasn't, guess what? He got in at 2 o'clock, we was all getting up.
That's right.
Everybody had to sit there. He get my youngest brother, know the dishes ain't gonna be clean like Daddy. Please let me do them. What's he trying to get at? Let me do them, because I know when I wash them, we go to bed. Nope, he let the little one. He got to do it 2 and 3 times. You know? And those were the kind of life lessons he learned. Yeah. We played kickball, we had jacks. We was outside all day. Had to be on the porch when the street lights came on. How about we do that right now?
Yeah.
We can't be afraid to do that.
The other night, I drive for Uber and Lyft, and the other night, it had to be around 11, 12 o'clock. There was this little kid, he had to be about 9. Just walking through the damn streets by himself.
Yes. Yes.
I'm like, what?
Bless you.
I'm looking around like there's no adult in sight.
Absolutely.
How does this happen?
There are many on their own. If we went into some of these abandoned houses for the last 10, 15 years, that's been a problem. Our children are living in those places. Okay? So when I also gave the mayor another solution, you know, because if I yell at you, I can tell you how to fix it. Simple way. Give these people these houses for $1. Let them go to the bank, get some money, have a finance company sitting there, fix it up, and guess what? Ain't nowhere for Rafik the pedophile to snatch my daughter, to snatch my neighbor, and take her in and rape her. Because we out of pocket with the rapes and the assaults on women and men. It's out of pocket. It's gone.
It's disgusting.
Unreported. Because what I'm calling the police for, you ain't gonna do nothing. Kids out here threatening to commit suicide because they can't see a way out of it. Because some of them, there's no food on the table. Mommy can't pay the rent. She's still working 2 jobs. You know, daddy and mommy ain't together. He with the new family. You know, some of us get with the new family and forget about our kids. Brothers get home, get the kids.
That's right.
Tell Shafaquita over at the other house what had happened was, I got 2 over here, and I got to go check on them.
That's right.
You taking care of her 2 damn kids and ain't seen yours. So tell Shafaquita, Donna said, I got to go check on my 2. Especially if you got a daughter. Because let me give you the real deal. As I spoke to a group of young men, they was all crying. How many of y'all got kids? 70% of the hands went up. How many of you got daughters? 65% of the hands went up. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, there is a 25 to 35-year-old male out there tearing your daughter behind out the refrigerator. The mother walking around with the damn assurance phone, and your daughter got the damn latest iPhone. Who the hell you think bought her that? And because you ain't there to show her that ain't how it go. Somebody just put a video on Facebook yesterday. He was in the Martin Luther King Plaza. And the girl out there, she got 13, 14, asking him, yo, bro, where you going? Let me hang out with you. He was almost in tears. He said, if you know who this young lady is, come get her. Come get her. She just walking up there, I'm going with you. Going with you. What you been through? Our kids have been through a lot. And services got to be in place. I keep telling people, we take this as a joke. We ain't serious about nothing. Them kids in Newtown still getting counseling. Would have been 9 years. They still in counseling. See, white folks get it. They get it. I'ma heal my kids.
That's right.
They was what, kindergarten when that happened? What, they in the 7th grade now? The counselor's still going to the school. And those who need extra go on the weekend. Our kids go through a traumatic experience in this city. We had a girl last year commit suicide at Louise Marin. 2 weeks. It's over with. In that 2 weeks, we discovered some other children had been doing some other things, going toward that tendency. 2 weeks. we was done. It's not cured in 2 weeks. It's not cured in 2 years. You can't tell a person how to grieve. There's people out here losing their kids for whatever reason, all this craziness. Because we done lost our mind. We killing each other over nothing. You bumped me. You got the wrong color shirt on. We still doing that nonsense. But that's because the big homies ain't out here to regulate it. Then when they come on, oh, these kids out here crazy. No, Negro. That's your baby. Get him.
Yeah, that's what you did.
That's your son.
Mm-hmm.
Go check him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's to the point now where the son checking the father. Brother, didn't I tell you can't be out here on this corner? What? They can't. And it's going down like that in the jails. This whole thing, the anarchy that's in the Quran and the Bible, it's going down right now. There's no more respect. 25 and under crew is running this thing. They running it. And if we don't rein them in, see, they ain't scared of Donald Trump. We are.
Okay.
They ain't scared of City Hall. We are. Mm-hmm. They ain't scared of Joe D. We are. And they do everything they can to keep them in the worst situation, so they always got to climb up. Mm-hmm. And once they get to that top, here they come, knocking them back down. Because there's some of our children who are trying, despite some real significant, strenuous odds. They are trying. There are some families, there are some females that never worked before that's now working. It ain't because of nothing they did at welfare. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because the in the community is leaning on somebody, family, finally being able to say, okay, ma, I hear you. Let me try this. Because it's not easy. That's why our kids got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I got the job, but I still, Miss D, I gotta just clock 3 days out of me. Because it ain't enough to cover the rent. Right. What I say to them. $15 an hour is only $600 a week. Now I know it's gonna be hard. Now that's $600 a week. No. That's what you make before taxes.
Before taxes. If you a single person, you only get
right
2/3, not even 2/3 of that.
Absolutely. So out of 600, you bringing home 425. God forbid you got some insurance to pay out a check. Don't have a wage garnishment. But we can't even get to the car yet. Yeah. Let's get the bus card, $80 a month. Got it right off the top. So that's another $100 gone. The kids got to have bus tickets because no kids go to school where they live at no more.
Right.
Because we done lost our mind and decentralized the education, which is causing another hell for our city to go through. And I say this with no hesitation. There are a minimum of 7,000 kids in this city of North right now that do not go to school every day. A minimum. They ain't even going. I'm not living on Chancellor Avenue. You tell me to go over to Barron? I ain't going over there. Right. I got to fight every day. People tell me, oh, down the back of the day, we had to fight every day. No, y'all want to fight every day. Because you know when you had that good fight on Monday, you and the person was best friends by Thursday. That's how it went with us.
Yeah.
So you wasn't fighting every day. These kids are fighting every day to get there and to come back. To get there and to come back. How do we do this to our children? It ain't like they got a specialized program over there. It's not like children are deciding they wake up in the morning, live on Lyons Avenue, Clinton Place. I think I'll go to Boundary. No. I'll go to Eastside. Who going to a school that take you 2 to 3 buses to get to? Nobody.
But I found out too, because my nephew doesn't go. He lives in Irvington and he goes to school in Newark. What that does as well is you stop playing with the kids in the neighborhood because they're not the kids you go to school with.
Right.
So now these kids who you go to school with, none of them live in your neighborhood, so you don't get to play with them after school.
Absolutely.
The people who you want to play with after you, they're no longer your friends.
Right. So now let me piggyback right on that when I talk about my money. Because North money, my money. Okay. So now that yours and others come from out of town and here to go to school, and Newark is paying for them, not Irvington. Right. Okay? Our charter school payment this year was $325 million. Irvington ain't sending no money in here. So I've been pushing for the last 8 years for a residency check. Because you can't come in here for free. See, like 2 years ago, we almost had no grammar school basketball program. Because the money wasn't there. Oh, Donna, you just anti-charter. Yeah, I am. Listen, I am. because the whole concept is wrong. Because there ain't no charter schools in suburban districts. See, if you really came in here to better educate kids, the suburban districts ain't failing. Hell, if they ain't. There are listen to me, y'all, write this down. There are 569 school districts in the state of New Jersey. You heard that number, right? Only 17 have certification. Millburn is not a certified school district. Okay, Queefer and Bonnequeefer, Cheryl, Sheila, Smarties. Well, I'm moving to the suburbs. Go ahead. Because their children not learning on the norm either.
Wow.
Either. Certification is issued on the state and federal level. How many blue ribbon schools in Essex County? I'll wait. They can put all the damn signs up they want. Blue ribbon certification is awarded every year. Your kids have to make the mark. Okay. What blue ribbon schools we got in North? What blue ribbon schools we got in Essex County? Yep. Used to be Harriet Tubman, no more. Used to be Ann Street, no more. Used to be Lafayette, no more. Used to be Great Charter, no more. Used to be Steve Out of Bottle School, no more. Yeah. Because we had learned about 10 years ago how to cheat and get that test done. Then when you come in there, just get a test. They wasn't expecting you. You can't coach the kids. So we had all the other kids thinking, oh, y'all dumb. Y'all don't know nothing. We had everybody in the city thinking when we closed schools down, they were all failing. Well, when they closed Miller Street School down, Miller Street was in the 86th percentile. When they closed Dayton Street down, Dayton Street was in the 87th percentile. That ain't failing. There's some schools that was in the 40th percentile, still open. Like Louise A. Spencer. Yeah. So if the shift was about failing schools and moving children over to this side, and then the charter's gonna come in and make it better, wait. Last year in the state of New Jersey, not one kid in the state of New Jersey passed the park exam. Not one. Not one kid.
Are you kidding me?
Not one. Then the state of New Jersey, how they doing the charter schools, they creamed it and took the lowest score of the high scores and made that pass. The white kids didn't pass, the Chinese kids didn't pass, the black kids didn't pass, the brown kids didn't pass, the whatever kid, no kid in the state of New Jersey passed that park. Park is not a measure of your intelligence. It's a college readiness test. I don't need to know if a damn second, third, fourth grader is ready for college. I just need to know if they're ready to go to grammar school, keep it going.
That's a waste of time and resources.
But now you gotta understand it. And because we don't listen to those who come out to our Saturday meetings, they on top of it. Those who don't, they have a young man up now, and I hate to even do this. He passed a 920 on the park exam, so they say. What does that mean? Nationally, he can't even be ranked. Because there's only 3 states that take the park exam. Everybody else pulled out. Because they know it's not a measure of education. This is why they don't invite Donna to nothing. This is why I can't come to the meeting. Because I don't keep my knowledge, I share it. Now, people don't listen. People don't use it. People don't do what we have to do. But it's out there. I don't have to hide. That they give me now food stamps, it's going right on my Facebook page and text. You better head and get down there. And I tell you what to bring. I tell you if you make too much, don't even go. Now some of y'all go anyway, but hey, I told you. If you're 27,000, it was too much. If you're gonna try to go down there, you're gonna try to funnel your little paperwork, and you're gonna mess around with Mr. Trump, and you're gonna be in the pokey. But we have a wealth in this town. And we're not getting the wealth. Our children that are shining should be shining even brighter. Our children that are a little dull, we should be able to polish them off and let them shine. Everybody should have a light right now in this town. The CIA is here, the FBI is here, they getting ready to put up another building. Everybody bringing their headquarters here. So let me share this with y'all. I was having a conversation with a couple of council people. I won't say their name because that's scary. And we was talking about the construction, and we was talking about a couple of other things. And well, down there, if we shut them down, they'll leave and go with.
Right.
And go with. Mm-hmm. First of all, they done already got the federal money, the state money, the city money, the CDBG money. They got all of that. They ain't going nowhere. Mm-hmm. Well, down there, if you was a mayor right now, what would you do? Every construction site in this city you shut down right now. I take a page from Donna Jackson, because damn it worked then and it'll work now. Mm-hmm. You march down to the port for what? You should have shut these construction sites down first. You should have demanded full apprenticeship program, not this little half-ass mess we doing. Full apprenticeship programs from every union. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna keep on bringing these people in here from down South Jersey and out of state working on these union jobs, and our men can't get those.
Right.
And as soon as they go to work, the first check gotta go to the union book. And then many of them can't work because they can't keep that union book money paid up. Mm-hmm. That's a reality. Can't get work because of the driver's license. Yeah, I'm getting ready to bring them in here though. Motor vehicle getting ready to come to North. We having a hearing.
No, that's right.
Because you are allowing people's lives to be destroyed because you took them to court, you took their license away from them for 5 years. When you go apply for a job right now, they want you to have a license. Mm-hmm. Whether you drive or not. You got a driver's license? Mm-hmm. Ma'am, I'm only going to be folding clothes. Well, it helps us if you drive. What the do I got to do? But that license is a passport. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be penalized the way it is.
Right.
Having 15 parking tickets should not make you a criminal. I'm just asking you got a warrant, you got 18 tickets. I knew that. Well, we're going to have to take you in. Okay, I couldn't pay it then. And guess what? I can't pay it now. So go ahead, lock me up. Now, who's that?
Nobody.
So why is it a criminal charge for motor vehicle violation? DWI, leave it open. I'm talking about parking tickets. I'm talking about speeding tickets. I'm talking about my light out on the back of my car.
Right. I'm
even talking about my registration expired. Because guess what? I had to get my mama pills last week. I know it expired on the 30th, but my mama was out of pills on the 27th. Mm-hmm. And I had to take that whole $492 that I got in my check and give that to my mama. Because that's a reality for us. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm not going to have the money the next Friday on the 3rd. It's illegal to drive without a car being registered. Okay, I took a chance. But right. Right.
Wow.
And see, when you do it online, you have to be somewhere where there's a printer. Because if you have that printed copy that you paid it online, they cannot say you don't have it.
Right.
They're just that the penalty within the motor vehicle itself needs to stop. I got to get a surcharge from my insurance company. I already can't pay my insurance.
Just saying.
So you want me to pay the $170 insurance payment, and you want a $200-some surcharge. And then motor vehicle, you want a $200-some surcharge. Man, listen. Mm-hmm. Yes, come on. But I can't pay the restoration until I pay the other two things. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. So we all might as well go get a damn. Oh, you got to register the moped too. I don't know how we gonna get it. I guess we get a bike and a helmet and just do what we gotta do. And then when it snows, we ain't going to work. That's it.
That's it.
Sir, my transportation is bike. If it's snow or rain, I'm not coming. That's how it's gonna work.
Pretty much.
Now, you want to give me something on the computer I can do at home, we can work that out too. But as far as me coming in here doing some physical labor, it's not gonna happen because my bike got 2 tires. I ain't got money to fix the flat, so I got to do it in prime weather. And I mean, we got to laugh to keep from crying.
Absolutely.
But this is the reality of us trying to make it. Me and my partner Cassandra, we work with these young guys out here. Lord Jesus, help this 20, I'm going to say 30 and under crew. Just help them. Not all of them, but Lord, 80% of them. No work ethic.
None. No, I don't. And I don't
They go
understand.
to work, and I'm in as bad at this too now, because I can choke a few of y'all too. And I love you though. I just get bored. They work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's the first week working. The other people been there already. They go in the office, get their check. They walking in, they looking for a check. Excuse me. When you go to work, you need to find out from your employer if you get paid every week or every 2 weeks first. No matter where you go, you putting a week or two in the hole. Okay. So for some of us, that's a serious challenge. Because some of our children will get the bus or they'll get transportation. Everybody, oh, get an Uber. Okay, I have Uber money. And I don't need you robbing nobody to get the Uber money to get to work tomorrow. It just don't work out that way. So some people get a bus card and some people don't. I don't understand how that works either. We all under the same criteria. Unemployed, out of work, found a job, need to get there. If you're not going to provide the transportation for me, then how I'm getting there? Okay, because the people in Newark that work, we don't work in Newark. We got to go to West Bubblenup and come back every day. Because there's nothing here for us. Everybody can come from the outside in here, like these 6-7 million people a day that come into this town and make between $900 and $2,900 a week, while we riding the West Bubblenup for $600 before taxes. That's going down to $420 and $100 for the bus card. And that's reality. Now the people don't want to work. Well, hey, should I? What's the benefit? We so bad in our community, we going to get a damn loan on the damn income tax for the check come. Hold on now, y'all. Wait a minute, Quita. You ain't read the fine print? Hamilton is charging you interest on that check you just got. So that return that's going to be $3,000, you borrowed $1,500. You ain't getting $1,500. You might get $9.
So then you owe that.
Especially if you go to Raheem and Raheem Processing. You ain't read that fine print that say 50% interest. So you ain't getting no check when you get that $1,500 cash advance.
Right.
Because they going to keep the other $1,500. Because you didn't watch that little fine print, $529 to process your income tax. They will take it from your return. So we got to learn. Because see, we learned before. When the projects was up, I don't care what nobody say, we was good. Miss Mary was on floor 7. Your mother was on 2. Her mother was on 15. She was in building 39. This one over here was in building 29. Me and you was in building 1 and 2. Hey, make it happen. Who got the sugar? Who got the Kool-Aid? Who got the peanut butter? Who got the jelly? Who got the bread? We was eating. We made it did what it had to do. Everybody was paying rent within their means.
Yes.
And it needs to say that in the way. Not just in our community, in the white community too. They are suffering as well. Foreclosures is out the they out the way.
It's crazy.
And then this city council and this mayor puts an accelerated tax sale in place. So now let me give you this, because this is the latest thing people are doing. Your grandmother been in the house 40 years, because most of our grandmothers have been. Grandma missed a tax payment. She don't tell you, because she figured, next check come, I'll put it all together, go down there and pay. But what happened is when grandma didn't pay that tax on February the 1st, Mr. Weinstein paid it. Because this is what this administration has allowed to happen. So now the next quarter is March, April, May. So May 1st, the next tax system. So grandma got the 6,000. Let's say it's 3,000 a quarter. She got the 6,000. She go downtown. She want to pay the 6,000. She can't. Because she got to pay Mr. Weinstein first, who done sold it to Mr. Rabinowitz, who never sent her the paperwork stating that she had a lien against the property and what the interest rate was. So she damn near owed Mr. Weinstein in them 3 months almost the $6,000 she taking downtown. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And this house paid for now. I ain't talking about no mortgage. It is worse if it's a mortgage. But I'm talking about these houses are paid for with our family's blood. Your grandmother, grandfather left it to you. I have a young lady now. She inherited a house. Didn't realize the legal paperwork just coming through. She down trying to take care of the house. She got a lien on the house. Can't pay the lien because she can't put nobody in the apartment. Put nobody in the apartment because she got the lien on the house. Well, damn. Get the lien go. So I can put somebody in the house and then I can pay y'all. But see, it's not about us keeping our properties anymore. This city is on its way to being 15 times what Harlem is. Because everybody's coming here. They're decentralizing New York and moving that to Newark. They've done what they're going to do in Jersey City. Newark is now the new hub. We're going to be the financial hub. We're going to be the internet hub. We're going to have everything. PSE&G ain't putting that damn raggedy, took up a whole block switching station on Central Avenue in Littleton for nothing. That's going to power the world from that one location. When they first put that plan in, we beat Corey to put that across the street from them people's houses. You build that thing right across the street from them people's houses on 11th Ave. Those seniors in there. How dare you take their houses that may be worth $80,000, now they ain't worth nothing. Because you put that switch. Anybody want to live by no switching station? That's cancer cause. I don't care what PSE&G said. You put them right across the street from the people on 8th Street. People don't want to live right there, right across the street from a daycare. But the first plan is only supposed to be half of the lot. Now this one gets in. Whew! This boy right here, I'm telling you, this boy. Now, we defeated them under Corey, which wasn't easy. Baraka and McCallum get in. Now all of a sudden, PSE&G building. I'm like, whoa. So y'all going against the people from the door. From the door. Because we beat them in Board of Public Utilities hearing. They didn't have a fire plan. They don't have an evacuation plan. They don't have nothing. And they done already, twice. Already. They had an underground explosion the first year they was putting it up. Shut it down for 3 days. Oh, Donna, they didn't have no fire over there. Okay, Negro, I was standing right here when the white boys were leaving. And they left. And it was a problem. Don't tell me it wasn't one, because I was there. I was leaving out of Georgia King Village. Just so happened God puts me in the right place at the right time. That's all I'm going to say. They was leaving. I said, oh, where everybody going? It's only 1 o'clock. We got a little explosion over here. Oh, good. So here's the thing that they don't care about. That switching station has transformers underground and above. It's right across the street from the Exxon station.
Yeah, the gas.
And then the Power Oil station is catty-cornered to Exxon. So within less than 100 feet, you got 2 gas stations, 2 tire shops, a couple of cleaners, everything that go boom, 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 and all those houses with all that gas running through them. So here's my concern and anger. Y'all don't have a problem if one of those transformers go up for real,
right?
Where you can't get to it quick enough. They may work in that particular hour. All those houses in that area, like when that airplane crashed over on South 10th Street in Springfield, all those houses just go bye-bye. Y'all got a problem with that, because your mother ain't living there, your aunt ain't living there, your family don't live in that section of the West Ward. You lied to those people when we was telling them they value their house was going to go down. You told them, oh, no, it's not going to happen. Just like you told us ain't nothing wrong with the water. Just like when we did the school thing 2 years ago. Oh, no, it's only the school water. Negro, it's only 1 water pipe on every block. I told y'all that. Didn't I tell y'all? I think people don't listen. But I told everybody when the water thing broke in the schools, it's the same water going in your house. No, down there, the old pipes in the school. Well, damn it, the old pipes in your house. Duh. Like what we just built your house in the last 10 years? Hell no. The infrastructure across the country is an issue. I can't worry about the country right now. Right. I gotta worry about where I live at. I gotta watch what's going on in my town, and I have the right to do that. And we all do. That's what I want us to understand. Don't go back and forth with these fools on Facebook. The facts are the facts. We ain't gotta argue about that. You going to jail, you going to jail. You stole the cookie, you stole the cookie. Hey, that's it. But we have the right to demand better. We had to fight for 7 years with Corey. It was a fight every step of the way. Cammy came in here, destroyed more schools. I don't understand how we got in the condition in the South Ward we in with schools. Donna, what you talking about? What condition? I said, okay, let's look at the South Ward. What we got left in the South Ward? What schools we got left? Dayton Street closed. Miller Street closed. Maple Avenue closed. Maple Avenue Annex closed. Chancellor Avenue Annex closed. It is now a preschool facility. Don't play with me, y'all. Brown Academy closed. Where I'm at, 6? Yeah. Don't play with me. I'm talking about just the South Ward.
They want all that land.
Gone.
They want all that land.
Now. So now, here we are. We had 12 schools across the city. You know, ain't nothing vacant in the North Ward. None in the East Ward.
Okay.
Let's be clear about that.
Yeah.
Because they respect those people. See, South Ward, West Ward, and Central Ward folks, this is what I'm telling you. We got the power. They don't dare do these things in this other wards. Mm-hmm. Ain't no charter school in the North Ward except Steve's.
Right.
Why we got 15 an hour? Ain't no charter schools at all in the East Ward. Why we got any up here? We got people that are the same complexion in every daggone ward. It might be a little heavily populated ethnicities down in some section, but damn it, we all the same. We are Norcas. So why is it hands off in the North and hands off in the East? But do what you want to do to them in the West and the South. Central Ward to college town a little bit, some little hoity-toity in there. They think they better than you. Better come on down y'all. We all right now. One thing for sure and two things for certain in this city right now, we all getting our share of crime. Just did a carjacking in the East Ward about 2 hours. Got 3 blocks, realized the baby was in the back of the car, stopped, threw the baby out, and kept it moving. I'm glad they put the baby out.
Right.
I pray the baby's still alive. I think he all right, but I'm glad they put the baby out the car. No, this was in the East Ward, just 2 hours ago. Might have been one on Wayne right too. You know how we do. We go get the other car to go get 2 more cars. Mm-hmm. That's how I do. So this is robbery season. Mm-hmm. But the motto for the administration is crimes down. You're right. Everything is okay. Yeah, bullshit. Mm-hmm. Okay? Watch y'all backs. Call your house when you go on home. Have your son, whoever, come out on the porch to meet you. Mm-hmm. Watch your surroundings if you got to go in by yourself. If you don't feel comfortable when you pull up to your house, ride around the damn corner again. Mm-hmm. Ride out and find a cop. You ain't gonna be able to do that if it's after 11:30, but ride out and try to find an officer to ride you to your house so you could go in, because you have the right to demand that. But I put on my Facebook page last week, everybody call City Hall all next week and tell them to turn these lights up. It is too dark. There are too many hiding spaces. We breed in crime in this area. And it's purposely being done. Mm-hmm. I'm not understanding if it's only a phone call from the City Hall to PSE&G to turn these lights up. Why wasn't this done? And I'm telling you, there's only one conclusion, folks. They don't give a damn. Mm-hmm. You go around these schools, once they turn them into a charter school, they got them 300-400 watt lights on the damn school, but the damn block's still dark. Mm-hmm. But the school lit up. You don't got no bright lights that are on no public schools. So then the 12 empty school buildings that we had, that we could have taken and fixed and put new buildings there, and yeah, money is an issue. We have to have a conversation about that, but you don't go away. Right. So our mayor just gave all 12 of them empty schools to the North Housing Authority. And they are for sale. And some have been sold. Mm-hmm. And our children won't get a damn dime from those sales. Now, if North Public Schools would have sold them, all of that money would have came back in-house. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So tell me whose side. Tell me whose side, y'all. Can y'all argue that?
Nah.
And I'm not telling you not to love Raz. Love him. I'm a whoop, but I'm. Mm-hmm. He's wrong. It's 2 left shoes, 2 gray pennies. He's wrong. And we can't be afraid to tell him that. His problem is he don't have nobody on his staff to check him.
Right. He got a bunch of yes men.
Oh, clapping every time he do something. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, let's all go up on the top of City Hall and jump off. Okay. Who you talking to? Not doing that. Let's go occupy the block. What you bringing the police for? Why you got the firemen sitting in front of these schools for security? They are firefighters. Why are the North Fire Department fire trucks in front of our dismissal, Mr. Baraka? Let me just ask you this question, Raz, because I know you listening, because you got 15 chicks that monitor Facebook for you all day. So get this, y'all. If a fight breaks out at a particular school where our firefighters are, Mr. Baraka, what are they supposed to do? One, spray the kid with the damn water hose? Oh, what, we going back to the 1950s and 60s? What, are they supposed to engage in the fight and get hurt, Mr. Baraka? Then who's going to pay that lawsuit, sir?
Right.
Don't you think you got enough lawsuits?
That we pay.
I don't think we need to create no more. Firefighters are not fighters.
No.
Oh, we put them there as a deterrent. A damn deterrent to what? If I'm going to fight you, we going to fight.
Right.
I'm going to give it. If the police is there, we fight. We going to walk around the corner. Because the police sit in front of the school. Because they crazy as hell, too. All we got to do is walk down one block, hang the left, and the fight is going on. And then here they come. Woo, woo, woo. Meantime, I done punched you 15 times. You done hit me too. And that was what we wanted. You can't sit there and then don't do nothing. 5 kids jumping on 1 kid, you do nothing. I don't want kids to go to jail, but butts need to be in the chairs. Right. Arrests need to be made. Ain't no reason for 5, 10 of y'all to be jumping on no one person. You scared to fight the person, shut your damn mouth.
How about that?
Now we gonna get it in like we did back in the day. Let's go. Hey, and whoever win, we win. And probably gonna be best friends at the end of the week. Let's get back to. Do I need to put a boxing ring in every school? Cause I'll do it. That's what y'all want me to do.
That might help.
Yeah, let's get some of them wacky noodles, them little Nerf things. Hey, we might need to work that out.
Let them whack each other.
We need to deal with some of this aggression that our children have, because it's too much.
And don't think that your kids don't have a right to have to their little feelings and stuff, to be angry and upset and depressed and all of those things. They have they feel all that stuff. And don't think because you didn't tell them that the rent is late and there ain't no money for food that they don't know that there is a problem. Your kids feel that from you. They feel the lack. They feel all of that stuff. So they might need to take out their aggression. They need counseling. They need a bunch of things. So make sure your kids get it. That's the thing. We think that the kids, how I describe this generation, they have access to more information than we have ever had in our entire lives.
Absolutely.
But nobody is teaching them what to do with it.
Yeah.
And sometimes too much of something isn't a good thing.
Absolutely. And our children are allowed to make too many mistakes. I've just seen too many cases where young ladies and young men do things. They committing these sex acts and you filming them.
Right.
Now you turn around, it's on Instagram, and you got attitude. Why?
Yeah.
First of all, you should have thought maybe your mother could have caught you, or your father could have caught you while you was doing. That should have been the fear. That's the fear we had.
Right.
They don't have the fear for the parent anymore.
No.
And we need to put that fear back in them. Love them and let them have that fear. Let them have that respect. Let them know what they're supposed to do. Young people, you are worth so much. We are feared by most, if not all people.
Right.
And it is time for us to let this thing shine and go where it needs to go. And we got to have a sense of direction. And yes, we have to listen to you, but y'all got to listen to us too.
Absolutely.
You don't know everything. When your mother tells you, oh, I've been there before. No, you ain't. Yeah, we have. Trust me. Now, the only difference, and there are some differences between then and now, we had to be on the porch when the porch light came on.
Yes.
And we went on the porch. Y'all was the generation that's not going on the porch, being around the corner, down the block, or in another whole neighborhood. We weren't allowed to do that, and we didn't, for fear of the repercussion. Young lady, I'm warning you. Can't go to everybody's house.
No.
You can't be out walking in the street 8, 9 o'clock. It's dark at 5 o'clock now, y'all. 4:15 actually is dark. We have to take that seriously. That bus stop on Grove Street and South Orange Avenue, oh my God, across the street from Cooper's, like, Mr. Baraka, can we put a spotlight, can the police department, because I know you listening, so sometimes you do what I ask. Director Ambrose, Mayor Baraka, I need this. Put one of those lights, one of those positional lights on the corner of South Orange Avenue and Grove, opposite Cooper's, because it is a bus stop there. And there is no lights whatsoever right there.
You talking about on the side where the graveyard is?
Yes, no, on the side where Pappy Blue Ribbon
Where Paps is.
That's a bus stop there, and people staying there waiting for the 99, and it is literally pitch dark. You can't even, when you driving, you can't even see the people till you get up on them. Yes, the 90. That's the 90. You got to do something. So people always, we complain, and Donna's gonna always complain because I have to complain. But we have the right to also give you solutions, and we need you to do them. Can't keep telling you 30, 40, and 50 times.
Right.
Turn the lights up. Call public service. What's the difference in the bill gonna be? We got profit in some areas. We made money in the water department. We made all that money off these damn tickets everybody paying. You got money there? Pay it. Pay it. We have it. Now, if you want us to believe what we know is true, that you helping them run us out of here, because we know you're part of the plan. You done jump right on the bandwagon with them. Oh, let's get the darkies out of here. So we know you're part of the plan, brother. But if you're not part of the plan, show us.
How about that?
Because I know what they're saying about you in Trenton. I know what the boys are saying. They control you. Oh, they talks about you, bro. See, I hangs out with all of them. And it's not good what's being said about us across this country.
No.
Not just the state, not just the city. It's not good what's being said. All of these allegations and all of these lawsuits and all of these conduct unbecomings and all of this malice and all of this fear and all of this threatening of employees. If you don't do what I tell you, who you talking to? See, first of all, take your mayor hat off, and I'm going to take my employee hat off. Tell me that outside.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, we both grown. You don't have the right to threaten and intimidate people because you agree with what you're saying, because what you're saying all the time is not right.
Right.
Now, you the mayor. You give some direction. But you ain't going to direct me into hell and think I'm going to do it. It's not just anything you tell me to do, I'm going to do it. It don't go that way.
Final thing.
Yes.
You go to the council meetings and everything every single week. Let everybody know where they can join you to help. Just so that you can always, I always, whether y'all show up or not, you can't say that you didn't have the information from here. All right?
Okay, so let me run down some meetings for all you scary people, and let's get out here. For all of y'all that's scared to come out at night, the first Wednesday of every month, 12:30, is the city council meeting. The Tuesday before the council meeting is the pre-council meeting. That's at 10 a.m. And I do understand your fear with coming out in the evening. I just said it to get a little charge out of you, because I know some of y'all, Donna, who are you talking to? I'm talking to you, scary. But I want you to get out here and get involved. They do what they do because they don't see us.
Right.
They do what they do because our voices aren't being heard. The third Wednesday of every month is the night city council meeting at 6:30. The fourth Tuesday of every month is the North Public School board meeting. The third Thursday of every month is the North Housing Authority Board of Commissioners meeting. Every Wednesday and every month at 6:30 is the Essex County Freeholder meeting. See, I want you guys to understand this is all levels of government that don't care nothing about us.
Right.
And when we're talking about putting people in place, because that's the conversation we're going to have next time I come back, because it's about learning where we need to be. We got 9 council seats. We got a mayor seat. We got an Essex County Freeholder Board. That's another 12 people. We have an Essex County Chief, Essex County Executive, Mr. Joe D. Been sitting there too long.
Way too long.
It's time for change, people. And one of the other conversations we got to have when I come back and let's do this political piece is talking about term limits.
Right.
People sit too long. They get complacent. They don't have to do nothing for us. Nobody's turned down. Listen, when I come back next, I want somebody to tell me who is turnkeying any information to bring a young person in.
Right.
In their part. Why you got to sit there till you're 70, 80 years old? Why? And you know who I'm talking about. I love but it's time. Haven't mentored one young woman.
None.
Because it should be a young woman who takes your spot.
Right.
And it's time. It's time. I'm going to say on the record today.
Yeah.
Please don't pick them petitions up next month. Please don't. I know you on the team, but it's time for you to just say, I can't do no more. You done, you served. See, there is a time when you destroy your reputation and your legacy, and you're already in the destruction of the good things that you've done over the last 25 years. With the destruction that you're doing in the last 4 years, not standing on your own 2 feet, you're destroying the legacy that you did leave. Because I don't remember that. Because I got grandkids now, and I have children, and I wage all elected officials on all levels as to what they do that impacts my children. And when I say my children, I'm talking about my personal and then everybody in the community.
That's right.
What votes are you doing? What programs are you putting in place? What legislation are you moving that moves us into this place? What are we going to do now that we're facing this severe income tax cut from what Trump has put in place for us? So we got to have some conversations. We're going to finish this conversation.
Absolutely.
And as I always say, folks, this ain't personal. This is business. And I call the people's names because I don't want y'all to get it confused. I want you to know who I'm talking about when I talk about them. I'm not personally attacking nobody. I want y'all to be clear. Call them up and say, Donna said turn the damn lights up. Sure did. Donna said you're not doing a good job. Sure did. It ain't the first time I said it. And I said, Mildred, don't pick up no petition. Sure did. Just say what I said exactly. Don't be adding your little stuff to it.
Right.
But people, we have to. I gave you the council meetings. I gave you the freeholder meetings. I gave you the Board of Education meeting. We are in the cusp of going back to local control. We're not in local control yet, like I told y'all. We still have to do a referendum to vote as to what the structure of the board from this point on. The transition plan was done without any of us in the community. And we need to talk about that too. The transition team was the worst team we could have put together. There was no one from the community, no educators on there, no one who could shape anything. So I know the transition plan probably looks as bad as the other plans that this administration has put out because that was his plan. So unfortunately right now we have to understand that as far as most of us are concerned in the city, City Hall has been destroyed. Newark Housing Authority has been destroyed. We cannot allow the mayor to destroy our schools any further than they already destroyed. He's already moving toward that, putting principles in place that they shouldn't be. There's a new principal at Weekway, did not go through the process. And I know Mr. Hollis and I love him, but Mr. Hollis comes from a charter school where a child was knocked and was beaten unconscious, terminated, and he is now principal at Weekway. We're not doing that. We're not taking garbage from public school and putting it in another public school. We're not taking one from public school and putting it in the charter. We ain't taking it from a charter and putting it in the public. We have to come up now with a zero tolerance plan, family. And that means no matter where the person is, whether they in North or New York, when they coming in here, if they have a bad reputation where they're coming from, we're not taking them in here. We're not putting this person in another building to destroy some more children's lives.
Right.
And we got some serious issues going on out here that need to be addressed, and we need people that care, people that want to do the right thing, but we also have to have people with a firm feet, and we have to get firmer feet.
That's
right. So lastly, any parent that need help with your child at home, not always available, but inbox me. I could come by with my cord, you could borrow it, or I can help you, show you how to use it. Because a lot of us, that's all we need. Our kids to be right in order.
I know that's right.
We have to get back to a love and a discipline that'll put our children in line, and we've got to get back to that. We gotta hug them more. The love is definitely lacking in our families. We gotta, I want everybody, no matter how bad they get on your nerves, because we all have had that day where our child was close to that window and they didn't go out. We all have had that day. And because we love them, they didn't go out the window.
Right.
So hug all our kids tonight.
That's right.
Call me tomorrow after the snow, and I'll come over with the cord. And we'll warm them up, and we'll hug them again on Sunday. I love y'all. We'll be back in a couple of weeks, and we'll talk more politics.
Yes. Round of applause for Ms. Donna Jackson. Much love and appreciation. I want to thank also Ms. Barbara Tucker who came and hung out. We thank you. And that's really black really got Tiana over here, and of course the producer herself, Ms. Tanya Champagne. Much love and appreciation to everybody who was here and all of you wonderful people who came through tonight. I really appreciate you guys for watching. I thank you. And if you want to join us tonight at Elevation, it's AM Slow Night. And tomorrow, of course, is Humble Beginnings. And Sunday is the book drive. And you can donate clothes again and toiletries and all these things. If you hit me up, sometime tomorrow and you can't, come, and as you're in a pretty close proximity to me, I can, get the stuff from you and I'll take it over. But you have to let me know in advance. And please don't do it at the last minute. Don't call me Sunday morning because please. Yeah, I got to be over there at 8 in the morning, and I'm coming in from Humble at 2. So, but it's going to get better as the day goes on. I promise. It's going to get better as the day goes on. But I thank you guys for watching. Everybody on Ustream and GS Radio, Newark, much love and appreciation. Y'all know how it go. Don't forget, and this is what I think I need to end. Don't forget to hug your children. You raise children with a lot of love and a little fear. Don't forget the fear. They need to fear you, and they need to fear something greater than you. Whatever it is, bring it to them. Okay? And don't forget, the harder you fall, the higher you bounce. Remember that when you tripping. It's DVS Samad, DVS Fridays. We out of here. Much love and appreciation, y'all. Thank you. I'll see y'all at the end. All right? Woo!
So